Hey, good evening. Welcome, family. Let me get this started right. Shout out to the LDBC. Very much appreciated. That's my fan. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grader. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Believe that. Bring you another, the underrated dinner and fellowship live. Haven't done that in a while. So, I just wanted to put my form in it. You know what I mean? So we wait for some people to come through. I'll show y'all the food. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna tell you about that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Then it got the root beer. So, so we wait for some more people to come through. I'm here. So, yep, yep, yep. Mm-hmm. See who's coming through. See who's coming through. Hey, how you feel, Ethel? How you feel? You gonna see my food in a few minutes. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Let me see. Let me get this things out the way. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Very much appreciate that. Well, let me show you. Let me show you my food. Let me show you my food before you go. This is homemade. Oh, hold on. Let me get this up. Oh, shoot. This is homemade potato salad. This is French string beans. And this is whole chicken with taco seasoning. And on top, sweet bourbon, barrel aged maple syrup. It's right there, all this. And this is root beer. Oh man. Sorry about that. Hey, the bishop, what's good? What's up? Thank you. Thanks for coming. Um, if anybody, well, know what? I'm gonna do it like this tonight, cause I don't feel like doing all this. I'm just gonna put the link in the chat. Anybody that wants to come up, feel free. Anybody ask Super Mash y'all to leave. Um, Let me get this out the way first. All right, okay. Okay. Welcome to Bishop. How you doing? That's good. That's good. That's good. Now, I will show you my food, but I wait for some more people to come in. Matter of fact, before I do anything, let me send an invite out. I'm gonna send an invite out tonight. Anybody that wants to get on, feel free. Here's the link. Anybody else want to get on the panel? Paste it. Let me see. Bang. Hello. Just wait for some more people. Matter of fact, the bishop, I'm gonna let you peek at it. Tell me if you see it. See it, yes or no. Put one for yes and two for no. All right. This is homemade potato salad. This is whole chicken with taco seasoning on both sides. And on top, I put sweet bourbon barrel aged maple syrup. This is some string beans that I put some butter and pepper on it. This is this root beer. So you see it? All right, okay. That's that's how I do it. This is not the first time. Let me explain this. Usually, the bishop, when I used to have this, I used to wait till everybody, wait for like practically the pound. I mean, the chat be filled up, and I see how many people was in the chat, and I play a game. How many people? I asked them. I said, all right, give me four ones, and then whenever you give me the four ones, put it in the chat. Then I show my food, and I do the same thing for my dessert. I got a special dessert for y'all too. Watch out for that. That's homemade too. Watch out for that. Assassin. And also, what's good? And also, see on this, on what? Let me explain to people the ones that just came in. I developed this so us as a people we can learn to eat from the table, dinner's table, and have conversations, to find solutions, to have fun. Now in the past, it got intense. Yeah, some people I tell them leave. But most of the time, most of the time, we solve our problems. Everybody have a good time. We bug out and everything, and we talk about everything here. But tonight, you know, I didn't do it for a while, so I feel like let me do it. Let me bring it up. I cook this food, let the family see it. Feel like having a conversation. At the darkness, dinner, dessert, fellowship live. Why not? I cooked it, so I show it. So that's how I do it. The Shadow Assassin. What's good? Jaquel Thomas. The link is in the chat if y'all want to come up on the panel. I usually send it through email, but I do not feel like it tonight. I am tired. I'm telling you, let me show the food because it looks like it's gonna be a little slow. Um, show my food. This is homemade potato salad. This is whole chicken with taco seasoning both sides. On top, to make it glaze. Up is I put sweet bourbon barrel aged maple syrup on that. This is um fresh string beans. Add a little butter and pepper. And this is root beer. What's up, Jackwell? All right, all right. What's up, Jackwell? Hold on, Jackwell. The link is
Nah,
in
my
the
bad,
chat.
my bad, my
No, no,
bad,
no,
my
stay, no,
bad,
no, no,
bro.
no, 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 no. Don't stay right there. You ain't no problem. You ain't no problem. Just stay right. Don't mute your mic. Don't mute your mic. Let me get it out first. Usually I send the link through the email. Tonight I'm not gonna do it because I don't feel like doing it. So the link that you see in the chat, that's come to the panel. So anybody that wanna come to the panel, feel free. I'm not gonna send it through email tonight. Not gonna do that. Well, I'm tired. Well, I just finished
And I will also ask y'all, like, if y'all can, like, just hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing but a fingerprint. Just hit the like
thank
button
you.
for my brother. That's it.
Thank
That
you.
man worked
Thank you.
hard to give y'all some good words. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the like button when y'all come in. That's all.
Yeah, that's all right. You want to see the food again, brother? Oh, you didn't see the food, right?
Nah, I ain't see it, bro. You,
Okay,
you know you
okay,
always make me
okay,
hungry and
okay,
all that though.
okay. Let me tell you. This is a potato salad,
Hey.
homemade. This is homemade potato salad. This ain't no food town stuff. This is homemade potato
Oh, I
salad.
could tell, bro. I'm from the country, bro. I know whenever I see homemade, that
Thank
look
you.
good like a
There you go.
mug,
There you
bro.
go. There you go. This is whole chicken, y'all. But what I did with the whole chicken, I put taco seasoning on both sides. Right?
That sound fire as
Then
hell.
and
That
then
sound
on
fire.
top, I put on top of the chicken, I put sweet bourbon barrel aged maple syrup on top. You can't tell because it's white meat, but I did put it on top. And this
Oh,
is
I could tell. I could tell. I could tell.
okay. And this is French style string beans. I put a little butter on it and pepper. You know what I'm saying? And you know this is root beer.
Hey man, that look fire. It look like supper for a king right there. That look
Yeah, for
fire,
me.
bro.
Yeah,
I ain't
me
gonna
my.
lie. Like I've been telling you for all these years,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to go find you a queen, bro, so y'all can
They don't
cook for
want.
each other like that. I always tell you that.
You do. They don't want me.
But yo, like, please though, respectfully, I'ma say it again. Like, as y'all come in, please hit the like button and support my brother. You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
man do hard work. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot for y'all to sit up there and enjoy the videos that he put out, and y'all don't understand what he have to do to put these videos out. So please
They
just
don't
hit the
know.
like button.
They don't
Just
know,
hit the like button. That's
man.
it.
Yo,
It don't
this,
cost you nothing
this,
but a thumbprint.
yo, they don't know, man. This is the most diverse. Yo, I could say this is the most. This one of the underrated diverse channels that you see on in this sector. You know what I mean? I have my hands in everything. But let me
And
read
what's
this
so
first.
exactly being that you so well rounded that where you could
Thank you.
switch it from talking about real issues in our community to sports or just like back in the days talk. Like I've been paying attention, bro. I just been
I
working
know.
a lot, so I haven't been able to join a panel. So I'm glad that I could pull up today
Nah, yeah,
to
I
show
want
my
you to stay.
support.
Yeah, I want you to stay. I want you to stay. But let me get
Oh,
this
I
out
ain't
the
going
way.
nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
You
I
you
gotta
you you
come
you
pull up on
you
my
you
big
you,
brother.
you yeah, you better stay because I got my
And
belt.
this is my
Yeah.
brother. This is my brother.
Yup.
This man could check me all day long. That's my brother.
Now you good, you know. So let me read this for the people. Then I'm gonna switch it up. Oh yeah, another 30, 40 minutes. I got a dessert that also homemade. But y'all already know about it. But I made it myself. I put my own thing. Okay, we're gonna read this first, and then we're gonna keep it pushing. Come and join real conversation. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hello? You can hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear
Hello?
you. I can hear you.
Okay,
I
good,
can
cool,
hear
oh,
you.
cool,
I can
cool.
hear
I
you.
just got to take care of something. See, I'm glad everybody's showing up and everything. Like I said, the link is in the chat. Anybody that's going to come to the panel, because I am not sending out no emails tonight. I'm not doing it. Let me
Also,
read
may
this.
I add, like, I gotta
Oh,
give
let me
you.
let me let me, let me read this
Go
first.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Come,
ahead.
come enjoy real conversations with the underrated one. Us as the righteous one, us individually, let's make a change within ourselves and genuinely be there for each other. We all we got. We all we got. Remember that we all we got. What you get ready to say, bro?
Nah, all I was gonna basically say was, salute to everybody that have been coming on to the panel because I be paying attention. And for the most part, all the brothers and sisters that been coming onto the panel, they've been giving a lot of knowledge out there, whether it be from boxing, sports, what goes on in the community, from a male and woman standpoint. So I gotta salute everybody
Mhm.
that have been on the panel holding my brother down. So salute to y'all.
Okay, we're watching your next. Okay, again, like I said, I'm not sending no emails tonight.
Again, if y'all want to join, the link is in the chat. Pull up. You know what I'm saying? If
Pull
y'all
up.
have a topic or anything that y'all want to bring up, we welcome it. I'm pretty sure that my brother welcomes it because I can't speak on his behalf, but I'm assuming that's what he will want y'all to do. Pull up.
Let's see something.
Man, you over there grubbing like a mofo, bro.
Yo,
You got me hungry.
I
You
didn't
got
have
me
nothing all
hungry.
day. Yo, I didn't have nothing all day, bro. But you know the food was hot. You gotta eat when it's hot. You know what I
I
mean?
definitely gotta go cook in a few minutes and all that, cause I am hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I slept all day. This is my first day off work, and God knows how long. I'm hungry as hell. So
Bueno.
I definitely gotta go find something to go put on a grill or something.
I'm trying to wait for people to come through, man. You know? Mm-mm-mm. Wow, it tastes good.
I don't even eat potato salad, but that potato salad look lit. I ain't gonna even
Um,
lie. I ain't gonna even hold
yeah,
you.
I made it last night, so it could be cold today. I was gonna make it this morning. I said, nah.
Plus all
I did
that
it.
seasoning sit in too overnight. Whenever that season sit in too, oh, I know that. I know it's
Mm,
hidden. I know it's hidden.
bro, I have to say this. I'll do myself.
I ain't mad at you.
Mm-mm-mm.
I am not mad at you at all, bro. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna cook for supper and all that. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Let me show the people again how the underrated do, man. This potato salad, whole chicken with taco seasoning on both sides. Again, on top, I put sweet bourbon Burrell aged maple syrup on it. French style, green beans with butter and pepper in it. Then I gotta pour some more. I gotta pour some more um root beer.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. That white meat be dry. It be tasting good as hell, but it'll
That's
it'll
right.
dry you out.
Yeah. Well, it could dry me out in the house.
And
Yeah.
so what's been going on with you? How you been doing, brother?
Well, I've been okay. You know, I had my moments. You know. Oh yeah. Do
I
you?
hear you. I
Let me
hear
ask you a
you.
question.
Cause I
Do you watch MMA?
MMA.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I work so much. I haven't watched MMA since like Rampage Jackson was dominating. I haven't watched that or boxing for the most part. That's why I was about to get to my point earlier. Like whenever y'all be talking about boxing, I
Yeah.
be learning new things every time I listen to y'all talk about boxing. Cause last time I watched a whole boxing
Yeah.
event, that was like around when Tyson got knocked out by Lennox Lewis. That was like the last boxing match I ever watched. So
Hey, that's a
I be
long.
learning a
That's
whole lot of things.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I got some good news for you, bro. I will create another platform for MMA, and I was requested to do it.
That's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire. Cause I don't know too many of these new MMA fighters that they got. Cause the era that I came from, whenever I was watching, it was like Quentin Rampage Jackson. You had Anderson Silva. You had George St. Pierre. You had
Rashard
Anderson.
Lewis.
Yeah, you had Rashard Lewis. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Jiu-Jitsu King.
Mm-hmm.
Jiu-Jitsu King.
Mm-hmm.
You had who else they had? It was a lot of good people that was fighting back then. I haven't watched it in so long. I done lost touch. I think
Oh,
the
okay.
last time I actually watched the MMA fight, now that I think about it, was a Kimbo fight, and that was years ago. That was way before he passed away.
Okay. Got you. Hey, Basement Boxing Talk. Salute to you, brother. The link right there is go come straight to the panel. So you hit that. I'm not sending out no emails. You go do that. I'm not doing the emails tonight. I'm just gonna post the link in the chat.
I'm gonna be
That's
a
the
hundred
link.
right quick though.
Huh?
I think y'all Knicks might do something this year, bro.
No,
Y'all
I
got
don't
to
know.
play all team like.
I don't know, man.
I saw what they did a couple of days ago. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, man.
The
Like that.
day day
What's
before
that kid
yesterday.
name? Obi?
I
Obi
love I love
something.
I love I love Obi, man.
Yeah, like y'all, like
I
if
like
y'all
Obi. I like
consider
Obi. Yeah.
I think this could do something. You know, the East. I think they could sneak into the Eastern playoffs, bro.
Yeah, I think we could probably get the seventh and eighth. I think so. We can hold strong. No?
I agree. And you never know what happens in the playoffs because everybody basketball player style changes in the playoffs.
All I'm
You
just
know what I'm
saying, they are
saying?
dead.
And
All
I
I'm just
think
saying,
a, I think
yeah.
I think a Knicks team, the way that they built right now, I think they could upset somebody or give somebody a headache, and then they continue to grow. They got draft capital still. Dolan just needs to stay out of his own way. That's all.
Hmm. Yeah, some place that I want to go. I do. I really
Yo,
don't care about.
did y'all speak on the Nate Robinson and the J Paul fight and all that?
Yeah, we did that already. Well, got to
All
know the
right.
way Knicks. Got to know the way Knicks colors, man. Get out of here with that, man.
Gotcha. Cause I ain't see the fight. I just know the dude got knocked out and they had memes about it and all that. But like the following media reports of it was like them clowning Nate Parker for get Nate Parker. I'm sorry, Nate
Yeah, I didn't
Robinson
like
for
that.
getting knocked out. That's kind of crazy. That's crazy to me.
Yo, smash the like button, y'all. Smash and share this.
Please smash and hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing but a thumbprint.
Oh,
Hit the like button as you come in.
let me show my food, y'all. Let me show my food. I'm not gonna do it often, y'all, because I'm giving y'all a free because usually what I do it, I used to see how many people in the chat, and I be asking how many ones, so y'all give me those ones.
That's a
Then
fact.
I did.
That's a fact.
So I'm giving. He knows. He did. Jaquan. He won in the first group. So I'm giving y'all a freebie. I usually don't do this all the time, but I do it because there ain't nobody don't. Ain't nobody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So this is my food right here.
That's all fact.
This is
All fact.
homemade mac and cheese. This is whole chicken with taco sauce on both sides with sweet bourbon, Burrell aged maple syrup, and a little of it is French style green beans with butter and pepper. And this is root beer. And then, like I said, another 30, 40 minutes from now, I got dessert for y'all.
I already know
Also,
that's gonna be fire, bro. I already know that dessert gonna
also
be
that's
fire
homemade.
as hell.
Hmm.
Can I take a guess as to what it's gonna be?
Never know, you might be right.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some type of pie or cobbler.
You warm, but you wrong.
I like that. I like that. I'm still in that. I'm still in that.
You
I'm
warm, you
still in that.
wrong, but you wrong.
I'm still in that though. Warm, but you wrong. I'm still in that.
Hmm.
But I
Mm-mm-mm.
already know that's gonna be fire, bro. Cause like I said, man, I've been around for a long time, bro, and everything this brother be posting up with this grub, it be looking fire, bro. It be like I learned a couple of recipes from this man. So hit the
Yeah,
like button for
that's right.
that.
That's right. Tell them people I used to do this for a long time. Let them know
Oh yeah, man.
about every
Hell
Sunday.
yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He had people. I'll give y'all to you like this, bro. He had people that would never show their face, get on camera to show their food. That's how deep I go back with this brother. Like this dude, he one of them ones, bro. He 100. So if y'all could again, like, share, subscribe. If you can, donate. Donate to the cash app. Send cash apps, man. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
the Cash App up there right now on the screen.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all could do that,
Oh,
even if it's $1, whatever, do that.
mhm.
Salute basement boxing. I think that's I can't see your full name, but I
Basement
apologize,
boxing
brother. But
talk.
salute.
It's basement boxing
Salute
talk.
to you.
Salute, brother.
Basement
Salute.
boxing talk. I apologize for getting your name incorrect, but salute, brother.
Salute.
Salute. What's going on, bro?
What's going on?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's one of the brothers that was on your panel one time that I
Mm-hmm.
was learning a lot about what I have been missing out this whole time about boxing. This
Yes. He's
brother
one. He's
here,
one. Yeah. He's one of them. Yes.
him, Sunday Boxing Talk, and him, those two, and y'all three, y'all have been schooling me on what I've been missing out on. Like y'all even be like breaking it down to a science to a degree to where it be like, although I didn't see the fight, y'all paint a picture in my head to where it makes sense. So salute to y'all for that. That's hard to do. So
Thank
salute
you,
to y'all
brother.
for that.
Appreciate it.
Nah,
So I
man.
try to
Thank
do.
you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
I know basically you see the food, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's how I do it.
man. Listen,
Uh-oh. Sound like you about to flex. Sound like you about to flex. When you say, man, listen, it sound like you about to pull up with something, cuz.
hold on.
You have to put the screen on for that one. Cook food, bro. Cook
Yeah,
food.
damn, you can't even turn. How you turn the camera around on this one?
Man, listen. Man, them cameras are something else, man.
Now you can't. I can't turn them around on.
Okay. That's all right. Yeah. That's all
Hey, that
right.
look
That's all
fire.
right. Yes, it is. Yeah,
I
all
ain't
right.
gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it's all right.
What's that? Tell
Sure.
what you doing, bro. Tell me what you doing, bro. Tell what they doing. Oh, you throw the taco and you're kind of find out you think you're doing it big. That's how we
Hey,
do it, man.
talk. Talk your ish, big bro. Talk your ish, big bro.
Yeah,
Talk
all
your
right,
ish
you
on
know
the G.
what?
What that is right there? I can't really see. Boy, I gotta put my glasses on for this.
All
Oh, I see
right.
what it is. I see what it is. That look delicious, bro.
All right. All
Salute.
right. Yo.
Hey, so what time can I pull up to get my plate though? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get me a
Man,
plate.
you come to Newport News, man.
I,
Got you.
man, don't make me pull up. Don't make me pull up, bro.
Pull up,
Brother.
I'll pull up.
let me
Right.
see him.
Hey, did y'all talk about the fights from last night yet?
Nah, we ain't get to it. We waiting for
Well,
you.
I have it. I have it because like I said earlier before you pulled up, I haven't been watching. Like I said, I've been out the boxing world for years, so I'll be learning a lot from brothers like you, brothers like JC, brothers like Sunday Boxing Talk. So I learn from y'all. So like y'all got to school me on all that. What
Yeah,
happened? What
well,
happened?
yeah, we could talk about the fights too. People full up, to people come in that wanted to hit the button. Then we switch up something else. Go ahead, talk to the fight. Talk about the fight.
You tell me. What did you think of it last night?
Me, AJ,
You can start
huh?
wherever you want to start.
Man,
We had we had
AJ. I'm
we had
saying
fights on the
like,
zone. We had fights on Showtime. We had fights on ESPN.
yeah. Well, I do the AJ for it, man. You know, so what? He's supposed to be popular.
Yeah,
Come
that wasn't
on,
that wasn't nothing spectacular.
right? Come on now. Yo, look at the uppercut. He's supposed to be popular. Come on now, knock it off, man. You talking about, oh yeah, I want to fight furry or come on, man, knock it off, man. It sound like, man, I ain't gonna say the word, man, but yeah, man, that ain't nothing. But I didn't. Could you tell us about the Shakur fight? Cause I didn't get a chance to see that. I see a little of it, but I didn't get a chance to see all of it.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Shakur fight went the distance with 10 rounds,
Mhm.
and I was mm, mm, mm. I wasn't impressed. And
Okay.
I hate to say that because Shakur Stevens is like one of the fighters, one of the young youth fighters that impresses me every time he step in the ring. One
Mhm.
thing he came in overweight,
Mhm.
he's a half pound overweight, and he moved up in weight.
Mhm.
He went from 126 to 130, came in a half pound overweight, went back to the locker room, dropped a half pound, made weight, and then it was just like the guy who he's fighting, I never heard of this guy. He's from Rhode Island,
Mm.
28-2. But it was like it was he liked that little eye of the tiger he usually have, man. Like that little thumb. Like he went in there, he traded some punches. He did his thing, but it wasn't impressive. It wasn't impressive.
Mm.
Really, it wasn't impressive. I mean, he outboxed him, but
Yeah.
come on, man. I think Shakur could have got him up out of there. And I
It
I,
Wow.
I,
sounded
ain't-
like
I
he
didn't I
wasn't
didn't
just motivated. Sound like he just wasn't
and that
motivated for
might
the
that might
fight.
have been it too. Like, dude was doing a lot of holding, but
Mm.
I just didn't see that fire behind it.
Mm.
I didn't see that fire behind it.
I got you. I got you because it's like I look at boxing just like I look at battle rap to where like you could have that person that they book you for and you just not necessarily just motivated to mess with that person. But I trust y'all judgment, especially you, being that you watched the fight, that yeah, he probably should have took that a little bit more serious. Especially if it's a fight that everybody or y'all expected him to win. So yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, let me get this out the way. Welcome to my channel, the underrated darkness, yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on
Sheesh.
YouTube. Believe that. We got my
That's a
brother
fact.
Basement Boxing Talk, and my day one brother Jaquel Thomas. I'm sent. I put the link in the chat, y'all. So anybody that wants to get on get on the panel, there goes the link. I am not sending out through emails tonight.
Hey
I'm
man,
not
don't
doing it.
overexert yourself whenever you be trying to get these people on a panel and all that.
No, no, no. I'm just
Just
letting them
drop the
know. I'm
link.
just no, 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 no. I'm just letting them know. I'm just gonna put the link in the chat tonight. So anybody that's want to get on the panel, there goes the link right there. I'm not sending it out through emails. Not doing it. So Sugar Love, if you want to come on the panel, feel free. Let me show y'all the. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna make another plate. This is the little of the potato salad. This is whole chicken. I put taco seasoning on both sides, and then on top I put sweet bourbon barrel aged maple syrup. And this is the last of the French style string beans. I put pepper and butter in it, and this is the little of root beer. And after that, I ain't making nothing no more. I ain't doing it. Yep. So yeah. So
You got your
let's talk.
dessert ready though, right?
Huh?
You got a dessert ready, right?
Oh yeah, it's ready. It's ready. We got about
That
15,
was
20 more
adding.
minutes. 15 to
That
20
was
more minutes.
adding. That
Mm-hmm.
was adding. That was adding. I be
Yeah.
low key
Mm-hmm.
hating, bro, cause like I don't ever cook with dessert. I always cook like this what we eat and that's a wrap. I ain't about to do all that dessert stuff. I ain't just start doing that. I ain't just start doing that.
Nah, but sometimes I cook. I do dessert. Sometimes I don't. I just feel like, man, I ain't did this for a minute. I give them, them new people something. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Y'all be missing out. Y'all be missing out like a mug, bro. There's a lot. Again, there's a lot of recipes that I done picked up from this brother that I be incorporating with my family that I cook for. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm entertaining a young lady that I could sit up there and cook for, and they be like, "Where you learn that from?" I be like, "Don't worry about it." You know what I'm saying? I should be saying go subscribe. That's what I should. I'm about to start saying that. Go subscribe to this brother. That's where I learned it from.
But I ain't gonna do it often though. I ain't gonna do this all. I do it like once in a while, man. I don't. Oh, is it okay? Oh, you back? Here you go.
Yeah, I got kicked out. My
That's all right. All right. So, yo, like again, this is the link tonight, peeps. If you want to get on the panel, this is the link. You want to have a conversation? We talk about boxing, but we're gonna switch it. We're gonna bless you, bro. Yeah,
Bless
Walker.
you, bless you,
We're
bless
gonna
you.
switch it up and peace to y'all in the chat and your families, and the ones on the panel. Peace to you and your families. So that's that. So let's talk about some other fights, brother. The undercards. Which undercard that you was impressed with?
Uh, Showtime,
Showtime.
BBC. Yeah, they
Yeah.
undercard was they undercard was slick. They got the well, Top Rank did had a little Japanese dude boxing. He bad a
Hmm.
little more. I think he fight at 120. I think he not fight at 132. He fight at 130. He was fighting at
That
130.
that that's bantamweight. That's bantamweight, right?
Yup,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
was banging. It was banging. But the other boy out of New York, uh, damn, what's his name? In the Cobra, little dude from New York. They call him Little B Hop.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
He did his thing.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, he handled his
So
business.
so it's safe to say that the undercards in Showtime was much better than Sky Sports. Is it safe to say that?
Zone. You talking about the zone?
Yeah, the zone. Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't even the Anthony Joshua fight. I was looking back and forth at it. That shit wasn't even worth watching.
Yeah. I wouldn't even like. Nah, man. I'm like,
It wasn't worthy of watching.
yeah, like oh, reliable. What's going on? Thanks for coming. What's up, nephew? DJ Bagger 757. What's up? Like I said, yo, it's the link right here.
Yeah, we need.
Also the link right there. Anybody that's want to get on the panel, come on. Yeah, do you hear anything from Black Sports?
No, you ain't talking to him?
Nah,
He ain't show up yesterday
nah.
either. I had to reach
Oh,
out, check on them.
yeah. I'll send the link to his I mean to his Facebook page and also Clarence. They should have it.
Mm,
I sent
let me
it.
see.
Oh, man, that was great. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. I'll make another play, family. So the ones who seen it, it's gone. I'm not getting up. Only time I'm getting up is for dessert. That's it. I ain't getting nothing. That's out. So if y'all missed it, y'all just missed it. That's it. But y'all, if y'all just got here, y'all just gonna see dessert. That's it. We're gonna keep pushing. So I usually I make another plate so people can see it, but I'm not doing it tonight. That's out. Done. I felt good. Y'all just have to catch on the wee wine. That's it. Word. Catch it on the wee wine. Yeah, so tell people about boxing in Cincinnati, please.
Boxing in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
We got a
Hmm? Can't hear you. I don't know what happened, fam, but we wait for some more people. Waiting for he get back on. And
You can hear me?
I get you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was going through my phone, whatever. So I
Uh,
was saying that Cincinnati, we got a few gyms in the with the likes of we got Adrian Broner from down here,
mm-hmm.
Rashid Warren,
Mm-hmm.
um, Cardo Williams,
Mm-hmm.
um, Dante Bennett. He just signed with Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, okay.
Um, let me see, Rave Springs. He don't currently box no more, but used to box. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Tim Austin, great late Tim Austin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Cincinnati, we got that's what we known for boxing now. And we also known for this too. Some of the boxers from our city get the money, and then they go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We
Aaron Pryor.
yeah, we got a bad reputation of that.
Mm.
Bad reputation of
Hmm.
not getting the money and just staying out of the way
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to sports.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah.
Ezra
I know.
Charles, shit, we got Ezra Charles, Nate
Yeah.
Tubbs, Tony Tubbs, heavyweight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had some talent come through Cincinnati.
Mm.
We got Broner coming back to fight February. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Rashid Warren and Robert Easter Jr. should be fighting. It should be all on the same card.
Mm. Oh yeah. Yeah. New York used to have a very strong amateur program, man. We had some good fighters come out there. But they've been dying out for the last almost 25 years, man. It's like
But still, y'all still done had a lot of come up out of there. A lot of fighters that came out of New York.
yeah. Yeah, we did. But some of them, man, like some to get on drugs,
Yeah.
they be going back to that life, you know what I mean? But Mark Breland, we had a few, Kevin Kelly, we had a few that that did good, did real well. So I'm not saying we don't, but just the last 25 years and that's how nothing ain't nothing popping off in New York. New York. Oh yeah, when you left, Stormy B Man showed up last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he showed up. Matter of fact, when you left, he just came in. He said he was trying to get on last night, but the server was not working right. I don't know what's going on. Like, what? Yeah, it was him. Was it Michael Johnson? He came and stuff,
Okay.
chop it up. The Watcher from down under Australia. He came. He didn't stay that long. He left and
Well,
everything.
well,
Clarence.
nah, yeah. My man, damn, man, the other guy.
I mean Black Star.
No, the other
Oh,
one.
oh,
Ricky Williams.
oh, Ricky. Nah, he said he couldn't get on because he was out.
Oh, okay.
So he couldn't come.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I stayed on by like I was gonna get off then Story B Man. I said nah, I can't get off Story B Man's on there. So Story B we kick it. I said after about another 30, 40 minutes and I shut it down. That was only about almost like almost maybe like hour and a half, something like that.
Man, oh, this Clarence McClain calling me now. Hold on.
Yeah, tell clients to come on, man. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Welcome to the Underrated dinner and fellowship live. We got basement boxing talk. We did have Jacquel Thomas. And thanks for everybody to come in. By another 15, 20 minutes, y'all will see my dessert, and we're gonna keep this pushing and stuff. So I don't know if basement is back on the panel, but you still there, bro?
Yeah,
Oh, that was Clarence.
yeah, he should be beaming in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, oh, he dropped off. He come back. So, um, okay.
There we go.
All right. Oh, you say he's on his way?
Yeah, he said he should be coming in.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we gonna talk about other issues, y'all. We just, stick to boxing. How ain't nobody like Sugar Love? You want to get on Sheila E? No, Sheila ain't watching the next. No, the bishop. That's right. The bishop. He doing his live right now. But he showed me love earlier. Thank you, the bishop, for showing up and everything. DJ Bad News and stuff. We gonna talk about other issues. So I urge people to come on. Like I said, I ain't showing no more. I'm just gonna show dessert. Not getting up till I get dessert. Only I can tell you this much: I had whole chicken, with taco seasoning on both sides, and also I put on top of the whole chicken is sweet bourbon barrel aged maple syrup on top. Oh, and it had this sweet. Oh man, the skin got crispy. Oh, it tastes so right. Then I had Then after that, then I French style string beans with butter and pepper in it. Did I say potato salad? Yeah. If I I'm gonna say it again. If I didn't say it, I say it again. No problem. Then I did homemade potato salad. That's how I do it. But this is about we get together and we sit at the table and we just had basic we had conversation, have fun, talk about different things. Sometimes it could be intense. Sometimes it could be funny. Never know. But we talking about boxing, and then after that we're gonna talk about. I want to talk about other things. So, like I said, if anybody that wants to get on the panel, feel free. There goes the link right there. So anybody that wants to get on the panel, feel free. Yeah, basement, you can unmute your mic. What else going on in boxing that we missed?
The Clarence said send him the link.
Huh?
Clarence said send him the link.
Oh, I didn't want to like do it like okay. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Whew, let's see how I'm gonna do. Okay, I was like, how I do this. I'm coming, family. I'm coming. That's all I'm gonna do tonight. So after that, look at the link. Look at the link in the chat. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Welcome Community Solutions, and that I send y'all through Facebook because that's the only way. But after that, for now on the ones that come in the chat. I'm gonna post the link in the chat. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feel?
Okay. Is this your boxing talk? I forgot what you said you were going to
No,
be.
no, 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 no. That's not
Oh,
boxing talk. No,
okay.
this is the underrated dinner and dessert fellowship live. And I cooked my food. I ate it, and it was good. So y'all missed the dinner, and I ain't getting up till I show my dessert. So the only way that y'all gonna see it, you gotta catch it on the rewind. But I could tell you how good it is. Basement. Oh, he got off again. Oh, he come back.
I ain't go off.
No, not you. I'm talking about Clarence.
Oh,
Yeah, you want me to tell you? Well, this is the hello community solutions.
Yes, hello.
Oh, okay. What I fix is whole chicken, taco seasoning on both sides. Then I add on top of the chicken, I add on some sweet bourbon, Burrell aged maple syrup, and I make it cook for a while so that it could be nice and crispy on top. And then I did homemade potato salad, and then I had some vegetables. I had French style green beans with little butter and pepper. But I showed that earlier. It's in my stomach now.
Sounds delish.
Yeah, you catch on the rewind, you can see it. Only time to get up. Well, you in good time though, cause I'm gonna show my dessert in a few minutes and stuff.
I
So,
use that bourbon and brown sugar on a roast for Thanksgiving, beef roast.
mm,
It came out
oh, okay,
good. Yeah.
okay, yeah, that was good. Yeah, so I did show my food. Right basement, and he showed his food too, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah, look good too. Yeah, yeah, it tastes good too. Ooh. I don't have the niggeritis. So they said, you have nigger? No, I don't have niggeritis. I'm good. I'm good. So what you did today?
Nothing much. Just these days just kind of waiting. Everything is just like a wait and see for me.
Okay, gotcha. What happened to Clarence? He got off. Information man, what's good? How you doing? I'm letting you know right. Let me put this out right now. Usually, I send the link to the panel through your emails. I'm not doing it tonight. I'm just going to post the email. I'm sorry. I'm posting the link in the chat. That's it. That's the link. If y'all want to get on the panel, that's the link. If you want to get on, that's the link. Peace to you, information man. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. And so if y'all want to get on, y'all can get on. Also, the dessert should be. I said 10, 15 minutes. I give it about another 15 minutes. I'm gonna bring out dessert. So I show that, and then this homemade too. Then we can keep on talking. So anybody that wants to come up, feel free. It's up to y'all. It's up to y'all. So yeah. So basement. So let me ask you a question. How did Ohio vote for the president?
How did it turn out?
Yeah, how it turned out? Did they vote for the Democrat or Republican or it was it independent or so?
No, I think we came out Republican for real.
For real? Oh, okay. Oh
But
wow.
it wasn't by that much though.
No? Okay. Okay, cool. All right. That's what's up. Yeah, so yeah. What about in Louisiana community solutions?
Louisiana is a red state. Um, and it splits down the middle, just almost to the population of black folks. You can just see the votes. The population of black folks is Democratic.
Oh
It's
really?
just a small sliver of us that, like me, that split the vote. Now I'm independent.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Get out of here. I ain't know that. Okay.
Yeah, Louisiana's almost always red,
Oh,
hardcore Republican. Yeah,
oh yeah.
yeah.
And
But
what?
we have a few one sprinkles of Democrats in Senate and House of Representatives in local governments and stuff like that. But
Mhm. So is it safe to say that the Democrats that you had down there is conservative?
um, yeah, to an extent, yes. To an extent, yes. They actually they had a measure on the ballot, our local Louisiana ballot about abortion, and it was overturned. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's to
Okay.
an extent Louisiana is very conservative. A Catholic state is still kind of very um what's the word I'm looking for? Um Old fashioned in regards to a lot of issues that I was kind of like really surprised about when I moved back here from California.
Uh,
I'm not a liberal. I've never I'm when I was in California I voted very conservative, but I was an
okay.
independent. I was and I was a member of the Green Party. But
Okay.
yeah, Louisiana is very conservative in a lot of ways. Very, very, very conservative.
Got you. Got you. Seed, what's going on, brother Seed? I'm not gonna like again repeat myself. I am not gonna send the links out through email. All right. I'm gonna say I'm just gonna post the link to go to the panel in the chat. So this is the link to get on the panel tonight. So anybody that wants to get on the panel, feel free. It's up to you. All right. Now, I know well y'all already know New York is always blue anyway. New York been blue. Now now if you go like upstate, it's sprinkled with Republican, but most of the time always New York always blue. Usually Virginia always be red, but like the last 3 years it has been some Republican, sprinkle like purple, turn into blue and stuff like that. Yeah, it depends. It depends what county. You know, yeah, yeah. See, the link is in the chat. That's what you hit to get on the panel. Yeah, so
New
we
York
doing
is
that.
heavily immigrant, so immigrants have a tendency to be blue. I mean, Democrat, uh, for the most part. For the most part, because that's what Cali is heavily immigrant, and it's a blue state.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, so let me tell people already. I already showed my food. The food's in my tummy. Oh, let me give Rashid. Hey, brother Sheed, how you doing?
What's going on, everybody? How everybody doing?
All right, all right. Before
All
we
right.
continue, all right, let me get this out. She'd already showed my food. I'm gonna tell you what I did because the food was in my stomach. But you in good timing because I did some dessert so you can see a dessert. So I did homemade potato salad. Okay, whole chicken. I put taco seasoning on both sides of the bread, both sides of the bird. Let it cook. Then I put onto some sweet bourbon, Burrell A's, maple syrup on top, so we can get it like that sweet crispy. Mm. Then I made some, not even made, but I did some French string beans with a little butter and a little pepper on it. Mm. Then soda, fr- root beer. I showed it before. I did. I did show it before, but I ain't showing no more because I ain't making no more plate because I full. I'm done. But it tastes good, and
Yeah,
I
okay.
it came out good. But like I said, you catch this on the rewind, you will see it.
Yeah, that's
You
what
will
I was
see
just
it.
about to tell you. I was gonna catch the rewind. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, yeah. I did my thing. I did my thing on it. I sure did. You remember the old people say I put my foot up in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I put 4 foot up. I put 4 foot up in that boy. Oh yes, and they came out good too. So people, when you put taco seasoning on both sides, don't put a lot. Just put enough to spread it around and let it cook. And maple syrup goes very good on it. Don't put that much. Just put it around. And then while it's cooking, you take the juice. Just keep on basting it. Just keep on basting about 3 or 4 times. After you base it, you just keep on testing, see how crispy. You can get whatever crispy you want, but when you do that, oh my goodness, it's good too. It's very good. So it does. So taco season go good with whole chicken. It really does. Okay,
Now,
brush, huh?
no, go ahead. No, I was gonna say, yeah, I cook a lot of Mexican food because I was
Hmm.
actually born out west in New Mexico, so I'm considered to be a black Mexican.
Oh, you're black. He black Mexican. You do it. He's a black Mexican. Let me ask you a question. When you was in Georgia, how did they vote out there? Did they vote a Democrat, Republican, Independent?
Mostly Democrat all the way. You know.
Mostly Democrat. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Oh, 12 Vibes. How you doing? New York is heavy population with freaks and freaks heads of the Democratic Party. Okay. How you feel, 12 Aids? Let me put the link out there. This is the link that goes come to the panel. So anybody that wants to come to the panel, feel free. 12 Eyes, how you doing? If you want to get on the panel, you can get on the panel. I don't have no problems with it. You can get on the panel. Okay? So it's up to you. But welcome. I ain't see you in a while. And okay, so like there goes the link in the chat. If you want to get on the panel, feel free. I don't have no problems with that. Yeah. I asked that question because we see Biden has start to form his cabinet, and I find that I know it's I mean I don't think it's a big deal because you should know how he gonna act anyway. But it goes to show he hasn't have highly blacks in his cabinet. Now I know it ain't no surprise because he's a down low Dixiecrat Democrat. So We understand that. So, what are you? What? Let me go to Let's hit the sisters community solutions. What do you think about what I just said, please? And then she, we here at basement box talk.
It doesn't surprise me because he kind of told us what he was thinking when he refused to meet with Ice Cube. So, I think that the new thing is everybody's chasing the immigrant. They're chasing the immigrant, and so um, I got to sit up and look at the cabinet and just kind of analyze it. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but yeah, that's pretty much what is. Uh, this country is not really going to be able to easily cast aside black people because black people have we done so much,
Hmm.
in regards to the historical. A lot of what people enjoy now is like we had to kind of bleed into it, and those folks wasn't
Hmm.
around, except for maybe the Jews in the 60s and stuff like that. But I think that I think it might be a cast aside, but it's not going to be so easy to do that because they tried that in California, tried to cast us aside, and the whole state just kind of fell apart. The state is falling apart. And
Okay.
it's not it doesn't work. At least that from what I can see, what I've seen them try to do.
Oh, okay. Brother She.
Yeah, when it comes down to his cabinet, just like Solution said, I mean, I'm pretty much not surprised. I mean, the way how I think the guy was Thurman was his mentor that died, and he kept saying that he was a good man.
Storm Thurman.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was the same issue that everybody had with Trump when Trump said the same thing on that Virginia said there was good people on both sides. So it speaks to that, you know. So
Yeah.
that's how I look at it.
No, 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 no. It's okay. Hold on for 1 second. Y'all keep on the conversation. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
Keep on the
Yeah.
conversation. I'll be right.
Yeah. Because I mean, pretty much with him picking his cabinet, I mean, pretty much everybody knew kind of the direction he was going. Even with him picking Kamala, to me was a shoe in trying to push his way because that's the same thing that happened with what's the
I'm back.
guy when he had Sarah Palin. That's the reason he had Sarah Palin trying to push the narrative that he was getting a women's vote by getting Sarah Palin. So Biden just took that from the book and did the same thing.
Yeah, well, I see more astute people are a little bit more easy researching more than they were back in the day, and people kind of research Kamala and her voting patterns. I look at her city and how it was overrun with homeless people. What y'all doing over there? All these homeless. I mean, they had such a homeless crisis. They had a outbreak of hepatitis. It's like, well, what y'all doing over there? You know, it looked like a third world country. Tents lined up everywhere on the street. It's like, no, that doesn't work for me.
Yeah,
And tell people you used to live in California if you don't mind putting it out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I lived in LA for actually most of my life, and I was born in Louisiana, but I lived most of my some of my junior high all the way to into adulthood, until late adulthood. I lived in Cali, so I'm more Cali probably than Louisiana, but I won't be going back there. It's horrible.
Mm. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Cause like New York is terrible too. Because I heard like about a quarter of a million people moved out of New York less than a year because it's what's going on. And plus, the prices is going high too. So there's people that really move to the west, to the south, and even some they moving like upstate New York. Even upstate New York is not even safe no more either. And so I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I just asked that question because there's a conversation that's happened out here lately, and it seems that they talk about everybody else except us as a people. And again, it's a sad thing about it when you goes to both parties. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna keep on saying Democrat. It goes to both parties, and that's I feel like that when it's the time that we're going to you know, do for ourselves. No, that's all I'm saying. But
Yeah, definitely. We're not going to be able to rely on. We can kind of strong arm and make demands on our black politicians because we put them in office for that purpose. That's really who we need to start, holding accountable to vote for our interests. You know,
yeah,
that's the whole point of putting them in there. Is y'all supposed to be cleaning it up and doing, clean the community up and stuff.
yeah. Let me read about 12 Hours. She did say that people left New York because they was too harsh with the lockdown. Yeah, that too. You're right about that too. Information interesting. It's crazy. It sure is, bro. And then so it's not just New York. It's not just California is feeling it. Rest of the country is feeling it, especially us as people. Trust and believe. It doesn't seem that way, but it is. Let me put it out there. Welcome to my channel. The underrated doctor is yours truly. Yours truly. The underrated one, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Believe that. And also welcome to another underrated dinner and dessert. Fellowship Live. We got Community Solutions and we got Sheed We Here. And like I said, the link is in the chat. If you don't want to engage, feel free.
Did we lose him?
Yeah, might be his connection. He'll
Oh,
probably pop back up in a minute. Yeah, but we can keep the conversation going, I guess,
yeah.
as
Oh,
far as
yeah.
Democrats and stuff, or just in general, just the voting patterns of a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you what's happening with American people. I was watching documentaries all morning yesterday, and I was watching documentaries on evictions. I was watching documentaries on the economy, watching documentaries on unemployment, um, the wages, and like I say, we're gonna have to start making some demands on these politicians. They can chase the immigrants all they want, but they're not gonna be able to save. If they could save anybody, they would have stayed home in their own country. We gotta clean this thing up ourselves, I think.
All right, good. Sorry I come out. We welcome America First. Who's America's First?
I, I got a call.
It's
I'm be right back.
it's 12
Okay.
L's.
Huh?
It's 12 L's. I said America's first, but it's 12 L's.
Oh, okay. Hi, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I put
That's
Americans first because I don't understand why putting a person wouldn't support anyone that states that. As an American, you should want somebody that supports you first rather than an illegal immigrant. I don't have a problem with immigrants coming over and becoming citizens. I don't understand what's the problem with that. And people want to fight and complain about people that are undocumented, and that's the Democratic Party. They fight for people that are undocumented. They put immigrants in with black people and just consider everyone minorities and give all of the resources to non-blacks. It's ridiculous to me. And I feel that black people should have been tired of the Democratic Party in the ways that they move monies allocated for American blacks, autos, foundational black American, however you want to say it, and give it to Arabic people and whatever else, African, all non-American blacks, but it's money set for them. It's ridiculous to me. And it's been happening for years now, over
Yeah.
decades. So I don't understand.
Okay. All right. See how easy that is. You got it off. See that? See how easy that is. So you can fuss over here, and then your community solutions. You can build on that if you want. But first thing, let me get this out. First, welcome, brother William, and let me explain this right now. America first. You did miss when I had my food. Let me put this out there. I'm not gonna show no more food, but I will. I do have a dessert. I'm gonna pull that out another 10 to 15 minutes. But I did a homemade potato salad. I did whole chicken with taco on both sides of the bread. I mean both sides of the bread. I mean both sides. And I added sweet bourbon barrel aged maple syrup on top so the skin could be nice and crispy and tasty and sweet tea. And also I did French style beans with a little butter and a little pepper. Then I had some root beer soda. But when y'all we went wherever this rewind back, y'all can see all that. I just want to put it out there so y'all know and stuff like that. We good.
We great.
America first. We good. Maybe she didn't hear me. Okay.
Did we lose her?
No, she got a mic muted.
Yes.
Huh? So you heard what I say?
I heard. No, I'm right here. I had just put it on mute so you wouldn't hear background noise.
Oh, okay. Also, community. Hey, K Money in the house. Let me put the link before you continue. Community solutions. Before you continue on that subject, what America first put. Let me put this out there. Any usually I send it. I send it. I send the link to the panel through the email. Not doing it tonight. I'm gonna put it in the chat. So anybody that wants to join the panel, there goes the link right there. Welcome, brother William. How you doing? Yeah, the Knicks is back. Yeah. We might touch that on a few too. So anybody that wants to get on the panel, feel free. You want to join the conversation? Well, we're gonna switch it up too. Okay, go ahead, community solutions, please.
No, I was just gonna piggyback off what America's first said.
Yes.
That uh of how well it's like I was saying earlier that we just got to start holding our people that we put in office accountable for our needs, like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make demands from them. Um, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Folks come here, they not here 10 years good, and they're millionaires, and we can't hardly get nothing, no help for businesses, nothing. So it's ridiculous.
Okay. Now let me put this out there to both of y'all. Um, I'm not playing double advocate. Not doing that tonight. Like I said, another 10 to 15 minutes. I didn't forget. I'm gonna put the I did. I'm gonna put the dessert out. Y'all gonna help me name this because I feel like having a little fun tonight too. But I want to get this out now. Now, by you brought out that point on America First, the facts is too. Let me not the point, but it's facts too. You got some people that is pushing back. You even got some that work in the media for a long time that had disrespect people that in this country that had went after our families and even black men. I mean black women too, but even black men. And so they feel that we should put up and shut up, and it doesn't make no sense. So, America First, what you would say about that, please, and community solutions, I want you to follow that up too.
What I would say is that we get disrespected as Black Americans all the time because the simple fact that when the Black Lives Matters movement started, all focus on police killing unarmed Black people. That is what they started at, saying that the police are getting away murdering unarmed Black people.
Mm-hmm.
They were not
Mm-hmm.
posing a threat, yet they are dead. And the cops were not getting any kind of charges. They're not in jail. They get away. So we had the Black Lives Matter movement. So I don't know if that's how y'all understand it to be. That's how I understood it to be. And then they moved it through our nation, and it got to the point that now they putting in trans lives matter. I mean, it's just so disrespectful. People
It
that
really is.
Black men and females who were murdered unarmed by cops, people that are supposed to protect the citizens of America, getting killed unarmed, no threat. So yeah, it's disrespect. This disrespect. There's a lot of disrespect by the powers that be. And talking about holding people accountable is nonsense when you can't even get somebody put in jail for killing somebody that was no threat to society. There was no threat at all. What are you scared of? Somebody talking tough? Someone asking for a reason of why they're being stopped? And then our nation can't come together on how that's ridiculous. I
Mm-hmm.
can't understand it. How they say all lives matter when every nationality is not being shot unarmed. We have video footage of white men complaining back to the cops, and they're not getting shot. They're not dead. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. The white boy goes into the church, kills all those people in the church, and he gets taken to Burger King in plastic handcuffs. He's not even with metal handcuffs. How ridiculous is it? How can we not all stand? We got Black people saying, yeah, but all lives matter. We can't even get Black people to come together on foolishness. That is foolishness for someone unarmed to be murdered. It's foolishness. And do you agree with me?
Yes, I do.
It's foolishness. How
You
how can we break it up? It's not. That's not. It is statistically, other races are not being shot unarmed. They're not being murdered unarmed. They're unarmed. So that's why they came up with Black Lives Matter. And then we can't come together on that. That's just stupid to me. Like, can we focus? People getting upset because the person taking a knee. Really? You get upset because Kaepernick takes a knee to recognize that people getting killed that are unarmed, posing no threat? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So yes, there's a lot of things that don't make any sense to me. There's a lot of backlash, of course. But I feel that the Black people, with the way that we come together, especially with our Democrats, I've been to many Democratic forums, all trying to push the gay agenda. I don't see where the gay agenda has any place with the minority with Black people. It's just me. I can't wrap my mind around it. It makes no sense to me. That's all I can say.
Well, but let me say this before I hit the community solutions. You're not the only one, so never feel you're not the only one. It's just that this is what I see is this that there are voices out here had the same sentiments that you do. Like I had the same sentiments. I believe community solutions, and even like there are people in the brothers and sisters in the chat. It's just not enough voices because this mainstream media trying to stifle the voices out there, and they just want to put the certain voices out there that they feel that is true. But you are absolutely right and everything. So before I get to your community solutions, Zeus the Flipper one, what's good? I do got a cash app. It's forward slash dollar sign capital JT 53000. Also, I have PayPal account. It's forward slash all in one, also in caps, JT Black 53. So support your interest if you can. All right. If you don't have that, please hit the like button and share this out. Okay. All right. Back to your community solutions, please. And while you talking, I'm gonna get the dessert out. Be back.
Yeah, a lot of it it's like a multidimensional problem. Some of it is that we can't get on one of accord, and some of it is just we can't get We need to get those big high power people to understand that that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And it's so many, it's a layered problem. It's a layered problem. We just the only place I could see where we could start, like for example, in my community, and I know in Underrated community, he does things. We need community centers and places where young men can go and do things. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a safe haven. Because I had some young kids in the neighborhood. They're like preteen, probably like 13 to 15, and they were like guys. And they were like saying that they didn't have anything to do. So I'd like to get with my politician, my local little politician council people and stuff. And some of these abandoned buildings, we need to start working on getting those together so they can have something to do. And just we need a lot of people disagree with me, but I say we need more black men on the police force. When I was in LA, the amount of Latinos on the police force represented what was in the community. And trust me when I tell you, you can't put your hands on them. You cannot put your hands on them. So, but that's something that black folks, that's like a taboo. We don't think that that would help. But I see the difference in my city that has a black police chief and a lot of black men on the force. I see the difference in the amount of incidents. You know.
I also think that, and as far as what you're saying, community solutions, that we have to have leadership that sees Black youth, especially males, from a human aspect, not as some kind of um, problematic, destined to jail individual. And first, I mean, I find that a lot of people in leadership have already internalized a very negative opinion about uh, Black people. They have their own racial stereotypes, regardless if they're Black. So a lot of time, minority leadership doesn't really make that much of an impact, since they already decided that all the Negroes they see are bottom feeders. Do you agree or disagree?
Well, no, in my communities in the different districts, I correspond with different people. And one good thing about being in a small little state, like I can tag the governor, I could tag the mayor, you can go in and meet with them, you can meet with your council people. So the people who run for office in these districts live in these districts. So they know what's going on. They know what's needed. It's a different dynamic here. But Louisiana has always been different. We were the first state with a black governor, PBS Pinchback. Um, we've always been a little different. When you go to other places, I don't know the dynamics of other states. They might be a little different, but it's kind of like enmeshed gumbo of people who uh it's a odd combination of people. But I tell you, if you live here, you know your council people, you can meet with them, you can tell them what you need. The I don't know if you caught the show the other day, but I catch the bus, and on one of the bus stops, main bus stop in front of Walmart and Lowe's, they had taken all the bus benches were empty. They cordoned it off, and then they had everybody on one bench. And so you had old people, you had people going to work, you had all these people just standing and waiting, and it was so tragic. I just took a picture and shot it to tag people, tag the governor, tag the mayor, the council people, and they took care of it. So when we see little things like that, Americans first, let's start getting involved. And let's hold them to their word, right? Let's make them earn that check. So let's start doing that out there in, YouTube land too. When you see stuff in your community that needs to be fixed, I tell you what, why don't you take a picture and tag your council people and stuff and tell them, hey, this needs to be fixed. We need to do something about this. You know, just get engaged with them. Go to meetings, go to the state meetings, go to meetings where they are talking about passing budgets and stuff and find out what's happening with the budget in your area. Start getting involved in stuff like that. You know,
Okay, I'm back.
okay.
I'm back. Y'all want to see? Now, let me explain this to people right now, even up here. This is not the first time I did this. So the whole time is that been here, y'all know what I do. Usually, when I fix my food, I'm talking about dinner. When I serve, it depends how many people in the chat. I ask how many ones, and yeah, whoever ones I say to give me, like I said, five ones. I want to see five ones. There are some that do cheated. Oh, I want to. It depends. I had a dessert with it. They gave out two ones, so that means that okay. I'm gonna let you cheat this time, but I ain't gonna let you cheat. That means that when you still here, you have to worry about put out your one. But this time I'm gonna show it, and this I want you to tell me what this is.
Rice. I could tell it's rice, but what else?
No, I'm not gonna tell you. Guess.
I can't tell what the other is it chicken?
What kind
No,
of
it's
dessert is
dessert.
that?
It's common.
That
Just
don't
take a
look
good
like
look at
dessert.
it. Yes, it does. The dessert.
How is this
Hmm.
dessert?
It is dessert.
Rice pudding or something?
Yes, it is. That's what's it. Rice pudding.
Okay. So what was the ingredients?
The ingredients, huh? The ingredients was I put some raisins in it, little milk, vanilla extract, and some cinnamon, and some beat up eggs, and I let it cook.
Oh, was that in a crock pot? Is that a crock
No,
pot?
no,
Oh.
I ain't did a crap. I baked it. I baked it.
Oh, okay.
Tastes good too. Well, 12 eggs. Do you see the dessert? Okay. You could talk if you want. You go and speak. Like I said, the link is in the chat. Let me put the link right now. Anybody else that wants to join, feel free. The link is in the chat. Welcome back, Sugar Love. Welcome back. Oh, let me put this out before we continue. If anybody that is traveling to a destination or home, let us know. If you ain't that far, keep us posted. Let us know you are at the safety of destination or you at home safely in the house. All right. So let us know that that you're traveling. All right. It's actually she still got a I guess she still got a mic muted and stuff. Yeah. So what you was getting ready to say, community solutions?
Nothing. I had made my points already, my talking points.
Okay. Yeah, so they was talking about we might get a stimulus plan, might get a stimulus before the month is out, but it doesn't look like that. So that's what they were saying. Then McConnell said that there are certain things that he don't want to agree on. I don't know why. That is crazy. So,
I think it's interesting that um, they wanted people to go return back to work, and then they started saying that we have a surge again. So we have businesses closing down again. So it's just unfortunate that it's a very unstable environment. They're trying to keep people protected, but also keep people working. And it's just weird because I feel like if they can shut down and close the city, why wouldn't they be able to freeze rents? Like if people can't work, how is it that you don't freeze the rent? It just don't make no sense to me.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Well, I'm glad that you saved 12 S. I'm glad that you said. I'm just checking. That's how I do. I always ask people on my panel, on my channel, whoever travel to your destination, or or you're traveling home. That's how we gotta do it. We gotta look out for each other. Go ahead, sis. Community
Oh,
solution.
no, I was just gonna address what she had said about how the businesses, like I was telling you the other day. I'm just going around in my neighborhood. There are some businesses that closed, and it's real tough. And I wondered why they didn't just take the what people owed, like the landlords and stuff, on their mortgages. Just take it and put it on the back end of the loan, because it is really going to be terrible if you have even more homeless people. And especially with the COVID, because I see the cases going up. I've had people tell me they've had it. They know people that have died from it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a concern.
Okay. Now, 12 Ed, are you from New York?
Yes, I currently live in New York. I'm in Manhattan.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'm originally from Brooklyn, so okay, that's all right. That's what's up. And
Yeah,
I
and
know it
and
was.
it was clearly understandable for people to leave and move out of New York, because the way they shut stuff down, like they 1 minute the mayor, we have our mayor is called De Blasio. Our mayor Bill De
Mm-hmm.
Blasio had originally said that we can go out and go to the parks. But then when people would go out to the parks, they said that people were still gathering too much. So they had locked down community parks. They took the rims off of the basketball areas, so nobody could play basketball. I mean, they was just doing the most, and people was feeling like a lot of people was feeling trapped. I mean, people are yeah, we're in this huge city. Everybody's living in high rises, so you can't go in the elevator without feeling like it's just that it was outrageous. I mean, people live on floors 19 and up. 19, who's
Yeah.
gonna go up and down 19 flights of stairs? I mean, it just was
Yeah.
a very uncomfortable situation. I know I personally I started having anxiety. I didn't want to get on the train anymore. To me to go to
Mm.
Brooklyn, I take the train. So to have all those people on the train, and after when it first started in March, everybody didn't feel like they had to wear a mask. So if anybody sneezed or coughed, everybody was really, it was really on edge. We're all up under each other. So of course people was gonna move out of New York. That was like clear, you know.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah. I know when I was up there in October, it was crazy. It was people like there's certain places. I mean, at that time they had things open, but I see how people was like. I was looking around like, wow. Now, see, in Virginia they had things open, but down here there's still people don't wear masks. I mean, masses. I mean, don't want not wear masks. Still want to go around. Think everything's okay, man. Put a mask on. People coughing and stuff. I know that I probably told the story a few lives ago, but I'm gonna tell this story. It was one time that I did some shop. I did some food shop, right? So this lady kept on coughing. So some people was like, "What you do? Put your mask on. Why you coughing?" And she coughed around the food that I was getting. So you know what I did? I left that and I went home. I did. I came back the next day and did some food shopping, and it was disgusting too. I'm like, ew. Mm-hmm. But there are some people they don't want to listen. You know. Let me read this before I continue. Before we continue. Okay, Money said we are in our second wave here in Canada, still under lockdown. Wow. Okay, Sugar Love said they should have keep the city on lockdown. Yeah, they should. Right, Virginia, where we at, it's on the third stage, and so there are certain things. Oh, I know who that is.
Hey, what's happening?
I know who this person is. Let me guess who this person. This person here. He a veteran. I know he's a veteran. He served our country, and I'm not gonna say. I think his channel is his initials is GP. I know that part because I be in it, but I'm trying to find that name. Oh, it's Go Professor. How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Hey, what's happening, man? Good afternoon. I just walked in the door and seen you on live, brother. So I was like, okay, let me jump in and say what's happening. Peace to the panel.
Thank
Uh,
you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate that. Let me
Hey,
let me
go,
tell you.
Professor.
How you
hey,
doing?
community solutions.
You know what? Well, do y'all have something going on here? I do not want to mess nothing up. You know what I mean? Just
Nah, we good. She
okay,
has to
okay.
listen to the community. So
Yeah, I see how your Cali got that little swab. Y'all like to ease your way in, like to take things. You know what I mean? I know her first. Let me say,
all
I just
right,
mess. I
all
just
right.
mess with you. Oh, but let me tell you what I make. What I made. When it finally rewind. Y'all see it. I made some potato salad, homemade potato salad.
Okay, okay.
Right. I did some whole chicken. Right. But I'm gonna tell you, I put a twist on. Nobody put a twist like the underrated one. I had some taco seasoning.
Okay.
So I put taco seasoning on both sides. And I let that done. And then on the top of the whole chicken, I add a little sweet bourbon barrel aged maple syrup so it could be a little sweet, little crispy. And then I did some vegetable. I did some vegetables, brother. I put a little butter and some and some butter and some pepper in it. And then this is please, then this is rice pudding.
Okay. I see you. I see you doing something a little different. I see you, bro. We still gonna stay on you though. You know we still gonna stay on you, brother. We want you to continue to uh be healthy, brother.
I
Yes, sir.
get it. I got it, but I did the vegetables though.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate
And
it.
then after there
You know?
was low sodium on the chicken too. Did a little, I'm
Okay.
coming. It's gonna take me some time, but I did a little sodium too. So
Okay. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. That's real talk. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
but I appreciate that. But let me explain why I create this. It's not the first time I created. I had done this for a while, like about little 2 years, and I stopped because things
Uh,
happened. Why I create this? Because for a long time, our people has not sit at the table as a family and talk and
uh,
find solutions and have fun and have intense conversations and
right.
be as a family. That's why I created. I do, like I said, I do the hard part. I cook it, I show you the food, and then usually, if it depends how many people in the chat, I say give me how many ones. And then I say,
Uh,
y'all give me the ones, and then I do that. And then sometimes I have dessert, sometimes I don't. But I had dessert. I do the same thing too. It's a little gameplay, but it wasn't that many people come tonight, and y'all was not into. Y'all did not know. So that's why I showed it out and everything. But I want
Okay.
to I want to thank you to showing up at this conversation because I was outnumbered of two women. So now it's even right here. So I don't have to worry about getting beat up and everything. I'm
Yes,
just
even
joking.
it's even. He wasn't even talking like
Yeah, it
that.
was even. No, it was not. I was getting beat up. I was getting smacked. I was getting smacked from New York, and I was getting smacked from
Lies,
from
lies.
Louisiana.
Hey, hold up, American First. You cannot say Underrated was telling stories. You cannot.
That's
Now,
right.
he might mishandle the truth a little bit, but he ain't telling stories.
That's right. That's right. Let's get it straight here now. That's right.
Yeah.
Because the underrated always told the truth. But I gotta have a little fun. Thank y'all so much. But introduce yourselves, America first, please. To Go Professor, and you introduce yourself, Community Solutions. You already know Go Professor. Introduce yourself before then we continue.
Hey, Gold Professor. So I'm from New York, and my
Yeah.
my main channel is 12 Bells,
What is
Yes.
it?
and I'm happy to meet you.
What is it?
12 Bells. It's in the chat. That's my main channel.
12 bow.
12 Veils.
12 Bells. Yeah. You know how
Oh,
like
veil.
when you in a wedding dress, yeah, you have a veil over your face. So
Yes.
that's veils. That's the veils mean.
Do
Okay.
you know? Do you know how long I'm trying to get her on the panel, y'all? She be coming at time, but now I finally got her. I got me in New York and everything. I'm telling you, 12 L's, brothers, clocking you now in the chat. And don't say you're not because I'm seeing y'all. I never see that many brothers be in the panel this be on the chat that long here, bro. I gotta keep an eye on y'all. Okay, all right, ain't nothing wrong with that. You
12
know,
bulls. Okay.
12 L's, yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. All right.
Nice, oh,
Um,
nice avatar too.
uh, okay. I'm gonna pull that up. 12. And
You know I'm always checking you out on Sheila E channel. I'll be right
Oh,
there
oh.
when you come on her panel with Sheila E. You know Sheila E, another New Yorker.
yeah.
Oh, really? Right. Oh, really? Man, you
Yeah.
be that so man, underrated. Man, I ain't had no woman check me out like that, yo. Yeah, I have to sit up on the chair like that. Okay. Yeah, all right.
Oh, I thought she was talking about me, but maybe I'm mistaken. Okay.
I'm
Yeah. Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who you was talking to? I'm sorry. If it is go first, I'm sorry.
I was talking about you, underrated one. You know you be on Sheila E channel. Why y'all got
Oh, well.
jokes? Go Professor and underrated one. Y'all got jokes.
Okay, okay, all right.
I didn't. I didn't know.
I ain't got.
I didn't know. I've been
There you
on
go.
Sheila's panel
Okay.
too. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, go professor. She make underrated feel good now. I like how she said underrated one. But I got another name. I got another name, America First. You know that, right?
What's your other name?
The number one grinder.
The no. Okay, the number.
Hey, put some respect now. You laugh. No. That's some serious stuff. That's like a trademark going through YouTube now. I had people request me to say that. But I like how you said the number one grinder though. But,
All right.
okay, let's get back here because I didn't get sidetracked. Some pretty black women. Oh, excuse me. If you have a husband, tell him I'm sorry because I didn't. Oh, your boyfriend. I ain't want to start no trouble or nothing. I'm
I
sorry.
don't have a husband.
All right. 12 bills. I just sub to you. Okay.
So okay, so that means you don't. That means you have a boyfriend, right?
Thank you, Go
Okay.
Professor. Will you
All right.
behave, the number one grinder?
I don't want to step on no toes.
Community.
But I leave it
You're
out.
not
Leave it alone.
stepping on anyone's toes.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Now, okay. Um, Well, go, Professor. Let me ask you. Well, in Cali, they usually vote for Democrat, right?
Yeah, it's a blue state.
It's a
Yeah.
blue state. Okay, it's a blue state. Okay, it's a blue state. And then do they take care the military out there, the ones who are veterans like yourself?
Um. Well, if you got to put in work for them to take care of you, so that is
Okay.
that is a question. you know.
Oh, okay.
But are
Yeah.
they able to take care of anybody though? I mean, I
Yeah.
live
That's
in
I was,
LA.
I was getting
Police
ready.
don't
I was
care.
getting ready to act that you beat me to you. That's an excellent question. Say that again. I didn't mean to cut you off on community solutions, and I want y'all to answer that. Say it again, please.
No, I was just saying, are they able to take care of anyone? Because the military guys can fall through through the cracks due to the sheer population. Everybody's just like falling through the cracks. You're starting to look like you have more people homeless than you have living in places.
Yeah. Well, we know California. First, before I go into it, community solutions is. I'm looking at community set. Is it your channel where it's just the avatar as community solutions?
Yeah, it's the same avatar you see with my photo right here. I didn't realize there's other channels with community solutions, but they look like they're inactive. But my avatar, I don't have very many videos up. The same avatar you see here is the one that's on my for my
Okay, because there's one that just says community solutions, right? It don't have your face on it, so that
okay, that's
might.
not mine. No, that's not mine.
Then there's another community solutions that has 3 subscribers. Then
No,
there's another one. Yeah, there's quite a.
yeah, I didn't realize it was quite a few.
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
you should put your or nah. Yeah, I have to look.
I'll have to maybe see if I can adjust my name or something. Um,
Maybe community solutions, 1 or something.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. 12 hours. I did put my email in the private chat. So in case that you want to, know more about the channel, you can. Okay.
Oh, thank you. I'll look that up right now. I didn't notice. Thank you for letting.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Anytime.
So I want so in reference to what you was about solution,
Okay.
the homeless here is composed of a lot of veterans. Now, a lot of these veterans uh, don't.
America first. Can you mute your mic till we get to you?
Sure. Let me see.
Oh, she went.
Did
Okay,
not
so
get him? Okay.
a lot of these veterans don't know they have benefits that they are eligible for, or a lot of them are waiting for their benefits to kick in, or their benefits are too low, or they only have access to certain benefits. Um, so there's a lot that goes along with the veterans here, and um, a lot of them have issues that they are dealing with, which is a struggle for them to attain the benefits that they are afforded to have. So, we find that a lot of veterans, because I speak to quite a few of them, being that I work in the VA as well, and I try to help them get the benefits that they're eligible for. Um, because there's VA ratings they can get. They can have access to um, housing. They can get food, access to food, health services, like for if they need mental health services, um, clothing allowance, so there's so much that is for them, but a lot of them, they're out dealing, they're out there, and then they just don't want to, um, they're not in a position to find those resources or have access to those resources, or they're not consistent enough with staying in programs to attain the services or the resources. So there's so much going on. Now, when you get the information to attain these resources and get into these programs and stuff, then it works. But if you're one who's not consistent and trying to, get these services and resources, then those that you say fall through the cracks, well, many of them are not necessarily falling through the cracks. They are just falling. There's no crack to fall through. So that's pretty much how that works. But I talk to vets, and I'm not a VSR or a veteran service rep. I'm not DAV, but I can direct people to the DAV. I have access to good VSRs. Also, I can direct them towards, if they need housing, I got people I can talk to. I can get information on it. If they need to go into the WAY program here in California, the WAY program helps with mental health services, helps you get, I know how to direct them to health enrollment, which they can help get them on the track to getting their eligibility or their benefits together. I can help them, get, I know how to, I have both regs codes that speak to the benefits and all those things that vets are afforded to have. So, there's a lot of vets out there that need this information, but they're in a position where, they've been so out there in the street, and they are either on drugs, drink a lot, and they've also made a choice to stay out there. Some of them are getting benefits, but they just want to, live in the world. They don't want the housing and stuff because it's viewed as something that there is controlling them, or they're not in a position to uphold, pay bills and do things that will help maintain their livelihood. They get to check, and then, in their mind, well, I live in the street. I get to check and do whatever I want to do. I live in the world, and especially here in California, the weather here is not as aggressive as it is somewhere else. So the homeless have a little bit better here because it can get cold at night, but not as cold as it would like in Virginia or down south. We're not subject to all the seasons like that, especially here in San Diego. We don't get much rain down here. It'll get cold, and but not as cold. I see people who sleep on the concrete, okay, and wouldn't sleep on the concrete like that in somewhere that gets extremely cold, but here in Cali, they do it. They get their blanket, but put a cardboard down and sleep on. Now, I'm not saying they don't do it anywhere else, but here in Cali, especially here in San Diego, it's less likely that they'll freeze to death, unless they're subject to health reasons and, they're just out there. But normally here in San Diego, it'll get cold, but it'll warm up. In the morning, it could be normally 60 degrees. And as I said, here in San Diego, we rarely get rain. We might get some rain. It might rain here and there, but for the most part, Um, we're pretty
Mm-hmm.
much sunshine,
Mm-hmm.
ego. So people
Let
can
me
live out.
let me
Go
ask
ahead.
you a question. Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
go ahead.
Welcome.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, what is the what are other homeless people? How do people survive out there? I found that I couldn't survive.
Okay.
Like I was an EMT, and I
Mhm,
found that when I came out there, I made so little that I
mhm.
ended up on Skid Row. How do
Okay,
people survive outside of the veteran? Let's talk about just people in general.
okay. Well, that's a different conversation right there. I'm on now. When you say survive, could you be? You said you was an EMT and then you ended up on Skid Row. Um, I'm unclear of. Could you be more specific in what you mean by that? You know, you wasn't able to afford housing. You wasn't getting.
No, you're
Uh,
paid so little that you can't afford. I mean, and there's a lot of people. There's folks. Even there's a documentary about this lady who's an accountant clerk. She's sleeping in her van uh, with her daughter and her dog, and she's a working person. So it's
uh-huh.
like I was trying to figure out how do people, some people seem so nonchalant about, oh, I can afford it, it's cool, and then there's so
uh
many people that's like falling through the cracks.
Okay. So um, the cost of living goes up here. Uh, Now there are people that work um, in which they're trying to push um, that pay up, the minimum wage up. So I think here now minimum wage is I want to say 12, between 12 and 15, somewhere in there. I think it's 12, but I could be wrong on that. You can Google it or whatever have you. But a lot of times people were, and once again, I don't know your dynamic at the time. If you had children, if you were by yourself, if
No, I
um,
don't have children.
oh,
and
okay,
and people that I knew that had children, it didn't, it just made it harder for them. They didn't, there was nothing available for them.
yeah, and you were in LA, right?
Yes, I was in LA.
Okay, so LA uh, tends to a lot of people because of the environment there and the cost of living and because of what jobs are available. Um, EMTs don't make a lot. Okay, um, and they have to put in a magnitude of hours. They have to go through so many things that the money doesn't balance out what they have to, do and what they have to take care of. And then EMTs, uh, they're usually contracted with the ambulance company, right? Am I right about that?
Yes, and they do it different that out there. They everything goes to the fire department. So EMTs are looked down upon out there. Here it's like they're very much you respected over nurses here in the
Okay.
South because you have so much more things you have to do to keep people alive. But
Right.
LA, I was so freaking disrespected. I think I was in a culture shock.
Okay.
I had
So
I had nurses would call in on me just cuz they didn't like me, you know?
yeah. So uh, uh, as I said, in LA, there's a certain energy there in LA. Now, and I say this, I've never lived in LA. I've hung out in LA, and I'm not big on LA, but I know that it's a certain energy there. Um, it's a lot. It's fast paced there to a degree. It's either you have it or you don't. It's either you have the money or you don't. Or you have to live in a certain area or you don't. Or you're not able to. And as you said, you ended up on Skid Row. Well, it's because um, EMTs aren't paid like they supposed to, should be paid, and um, I mean, I can tell you there are caregivers that'll make more than a EMT out here. So
Yeah, but see, I guess it depends on where you are because here, it's middle class. EMTs are middle class. And caregivers is $7 an hour. But in the South, it's different. You can pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? Whereas since I've been gone from LA for about maybe 10, 12 years, but uh, since I've left, it's gotten even worse because I was helping my friend look for apartments online, and I didn't find anything for less than 12 to 1500 for like a little single. And sometimes they're splitting apartments and charging you $900 for a room, and you got roommates of people you don't even know.
right, right.
So it's serious. It's very serious.
Well, um, once again, uh, there's the environment, the political spaces. Speak to how people end up in places that they can't afford, to where you have, it's either you're going to stay or move. Now, if you decide to stay, you end up in places that you don't want to be. And LA is good for that type of putting people in that type of position. Is either you making the money or you're not. There's such thing as something called the working homeless. And down here in San Diego, you have a lot of people who are in that situation, become the working homeless. And you see people in some good job positions, but y- they've been subject to rent increases. There is no rent control to a degree. It's been in the political space for something to be done about it, but uh, it is something we still deal with, um, because if people see that, okay, we can make this amount of money, we can do the upgrades and ask for this, and it gets out of control, right? Then you have a turnover, and then you end up with people moving into spaces, and they trying to get on Section 8. They trying to, in which, like where I live, they put out a lot of people who were on Section 8. Uh, so uh, when they put them out, they shaped it. They did a lot of remodeling. They shaped it to where, okay, we're going to charge this much. Now this is kind of people we have over here now, and they still go up on the rent here and there, because they, in their mind, they think, well, we got people over here who can afford it. See, there's a mindset that goes behind it. Whereas if you had a lot of people who are on Section 8, there's a set price. The government is going to pay their part, and they'll pay whatever the difference. So if the rent is, um, if the rent is 1,200, well, the government's paying 1,000, and they're responsible for that too. So down here, the rents were 800, 900. Then there was a sudden burst of rent increases everywhere under the guise of remodeling. And when those remodelings came in, they said, "Oh, this is the new place. Either you can pay it or you can't." And we're not accepting Section 8 anymore, or anybody who has any type of um, Section 8 oriented type benefit. They're not accepting it. So that moved people out. So they can increase the rent because they, in their minds, they have somebody who can afford to pay it. You know, when I moved in my spot, I was paying $8.95. Then when they did the remodel, it went up right off the bat, 300. So I mean, luckily, I was one who can afford it, right?
Well, I mean, that's good. What I'm talking about now is places that's like 2,000, 2,500. So the last time I visited LA, because I still got friends out there, I
Uh,
saw tents lined all the way, every street out. I saw tents lined. It's like tent city everywhere, or people living in vans. You know what I'm saying? So, it's really sad. It's really
well,
sad.
that is California. You go up to the Bay, right, and you will see whole blocks full of tents. You will see basketball courts or tennis courts with tents. It's for real out here like that. And there's people who are the working homeless, or there's people who aren't keeping up with the times. You know, they probably went to school to get a certain job, but their job became obsolete. Now they don't want to put out a bunch of money, or they're already in debt up to their neck. So it's like, what do you do? And so a lot of them fall into that. Whereas the tents down here in San Diego, there's people living in campers, living in tents, just sleeping on the street. I mean, it's California is known for its so-called productivity, but you see the results of what that productivity is. It is those homeless out there, is the working homeless out there. Um, it is the people who fell into the court system. Um, I mean, this is the residual of being being a leading state. You know, everybody, you know, because you remember it was like, okay, go and get your education, go and get your education. So they do and go get the education. Then their job, the education they got became obsolete. Now they have a bunch of debt. They end up uh, finding a job that may be paying $10 an hour, and are the tent. And then they have not only themselves, they got their kids with them. You know, and this is all up through Cali. So when you ask that question, well, what is it that, you know, because you ended up on Skid Row? Well, it is the environment, and it is the economic uh, residual of being a productive, uh, so-called perceived productive leading state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in New York, Section 8 vouchers. What was you gonna say? Underrated?
No, go ahead. I say go ahead.
He said,
Oh,
"Go ahead,
oh, in
America."
New York, one of the major problems that people that were holding Section 8 vouchers was that landlords were refusing to accept Section 8 vouchers from families that head of household were not working. And
Right.
legislation was trying to move forward that say that was illegal because landlords were trying to refuse anyone that wasn't working that was holding the Section 8 voucher. So there was discrimination. And unfortunately, one of the major problems I find from my experience with working with the homeless population is stigma. They in discrimination. So people get benefits, they get support, and then you have landlords that discriminate. So it makes it even more frustrating because you can identify available apartments, and then the landlord says, oh well, they're not working, I can't accept you. And it's like they have the money, like it's they have the ability to pay, but it's still a stigma associated. So because of the stigma that is associated with the voucher and the homeless population, there's still difficulties, helping the population get housed. And I find that the homeless shelters can operate better because a lot of the case managers in the homeless shelters, they don't help their caseload. I had worked with a family that had children that was going to school, and the worker wouldn't make sure that the children had transportation because the children, um, they were trying to keep them in the same school of the district that they had resided in, and they required busing. And the manager, the case manager was trying to make sure that the busing was available, because you had to do paperwork to make sure that the particular family received busing or transportation. And I found it very frustrating because the case manager basically just wanted the kid to go to a local school. Like, they didn't care about the relocation or the stability component of letting the child stay with what they're comfortable with or what they are familiar with. The whole mental health piece, like a lot of programs, I find they don't care about people's mental. They don't help with easing the trauma associated with being uprooted from somewhere you didn't necessarily want to leave. And I just think that things need to, we could advocate better for the population that we're talking about.
Well, um, once again, it boils down to a person and what they want out of the economics of what they what their property is, what property, because it boils down to what monies they can obtain. Now, if there's someone who has a voucher and says, "Hey, I want to get this place, whatever," well, the owner of the property already knows they're only going to get so much out of you, and they're only going to get so much out of that person, versus a person who's making the money, and who they perceive can afford it. See, and that's what happens. They want people who they think that can afford it. So when they do go up on the rent, and under the guise of we've added this amenity, we've done this renovation, and blah blah blah, they're trying to recoup the monies slowly and position their property is, because um, there's a certain stigma. If we're to speak about stigma, there's a certain stigma that comes with the mindset of people. They think that people carry with them who have these vouchers, and that stigma is that they don't take care of the property, they don't do this and they don't do that. They're not productive, and et cetera, et cetera. And I tend to believe that some of that may hold true, because I used to be uh, a landlord, and I ran into that. So when you have people who are paying their monies, they tend to um, take a little more ownership and appreciate where they're at more than people who don't, who pay a certain amount of money and know that the government is going to pay the vast majority of it. So they're, in their mind, it's like, if something happened, I got to move with the government to take care of it. The accountability factor. If you're paying your rent wholly, and you're less likely to tear it up because you understand what the worth of your place is. And I'm just saying that's what comes along with the stigma of people who have vouchers and only pay a certain amount of money. So the owners are more so like, hey, we want people who can pay the monies, appreciate the properties, and we can continue to take care of our lives. This is why you have a lot of people, when they came with that order of that stay of rent, you can't kick them out. Well, that was a beautiful thing for a lot of people, because a lot of people were finding themselves in situations, and especially the people who had vouchers. Uh, that spoke to a situation, because a lot of them people with the vouchers they struggle with their difference. That difference, they struggle with paying that difference, $200 or $300. You know, they'll give that. Well, I couldn't make it. You know, you should be able to make $300. You should be able to get your $300, but uh, they'll
Is it
find
is it
themselves.
$200? Because people I know that are on it, because I used to be a caregiver.
Yeah.
And the people that I was a caregiver for, their portion of the rent is like $700 and $800.
Well, it depends on where you're staying. You know, certain places, the voucher pay 1,000, 1,100 or something, and the difference would be, uh, you know, 300, 400. It depends on where you're staying. If the rent is 1,500, well, you pay the difference, right? So if the place is, and they might have went up on the vouchers. I don't know. They might have lessened the vouchers. I'm not sure, but the vouchers from what I know of were like uh, between 1,000 and 1,200. So if you're living in a place that you got a one bedroom that's costing you 15, 1,600 a month, and you paying that difference. So
Yeah, okay. You want to add on America First?
I just wanted to say that I understand what Gold Professor, but I just would like things to be available at a more holistic approach where people take in consideration the mental health of the families that are being forced to relocate. Some of the situations are due to fire. I mean, it's so varied why a person becomes homeless, and especially families, when you have families, and now they have to go in New York. If you are in Brooklyn, you still have to go all the way to the Bronx to enter into the shelter. We do not have a system where a person can just go to a nearby shelter and walk there. You have to go to an intake center in another borough, a borough you may have never been in, get processed, and the process that you undergo is like 2 weeks. Like they go through like a 10-year background to try to identify somewhere you could live. So if they identify a family member or someone you can live with, they try to force you to live with them before they put you in the shelter. So they try to encourage a double up situation. So if you do not have a relative or a friend you could live with, then they will put you in one of their facilities. But it's very, very stressful. I mean, I just think it could be done better. I know Gold Professor, he said, and I think what I heard comes from being the fact that he used to be a homeowner. I mean, a rent, he used to have tenants, and I think that that experience brings a colder approach to the population because they may have had bad experiences. But I think that we should have facilities. I just think we have to have more exemptions. We have to have more exceptions made for people entering into the shelter system, and we should, first priority is keep them closest to wherever they had to relocate. Instead of put them all the way in a borough they don't know. When we put them in a borough that they don't know, then it's going to affect them being able to find a job. They don't even know how to get around. I just think it's frustrating, and I think it could be done. I think the system needs to be it needs to be reviewed, and we need to change some things.
well, a lot of this is derived from the environments that have been established, and these environments haven't changed. See, environments will dictate how people will move, how people will live, um, how people how people's behavior will decide what mind state um, will be enacted, or what people will accept and won't accept. And if you have the mass, a lot of people who are um, have been subject to certain things in their behavior, in their environment, and their behavior is a reaction of that environment, then um, that stigma kicks in. And I don't know about New York, but what I do know is about this country. And this country has enacted certain, has created environments that put people in places and create certain behaviors, which um, either stunts their growth and puts people in a position where there's no money to be made, or there's money to be made off the people with these behaviors and mindsets. And we watch how these things have continually happened. So when you speak to things that need to be changed or revamped or destroyed and done over or like that, we have to question, well, who's in the position keeping these positions? Who has the monies? Where's the monies locked at? And who wants to continue these? Because there's money to be made off people who either don't know no better, don't want to know no better, who are locked into the mindset of what the environment has said they have to, how they have to act, or where they have to live. It's a whole big thing. It's a whole big thing. And, historically speaking, these environments have only been refined to maintain a certain level of people to continue to pay into this system that is not conducive to. There has to be a residual of a program. It has to be a residual, and the residual, or casualties. Let's say that it has to be casualties to being a production. Like, for example, when you have refineries that are producing gas or oil or whatever, there's residual, right? There's residual that comes from that production of that product, and that residual has to be placed somewhere. That is us. It is what it is.
Mhm. Got you. All right, community solutions. You want to get into the conversation?
Yes, I apologize. I had to step away and I didn't want to interrupt
Uh-huh.
while she was talking.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, so I came in on the tail end. I apologize, but what I could see is the displacement of people, and even what's deemed to be quote unquote essential workers, but they don't make enough. Because I've even known teachers who um, struggle, and what's your society going to be like without an EMT or a teacher? I mean, I know it ain't cute. It ain't a Brooks Brothers suit. It ain't, you know, coming in crisp, but somebody got to do it, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
These are professions I'd like to see in society.
Well, you have, you see, when COVID kicked in, and it was a wake up call for many people. They found that the work that they had put into getting their degrees and establishing their brick and mortar businesses and et cetera, they found that it was going to be a drastic change, and it may not go back to the way it was. So there's a lot of things that had to be changed. And now we're finding that the teachers and the EMTs and whoever have you have to either adjust, or get left behind. And we're finding that they're trying to move in a way whereas a lot of things, if you're not tech savvy in these times, it's going to be a struggle because in this present time, in this COVID era, people aren't letting their kids, they ain't letting their family, they're not going into these schools and whatever, because everybody is on that page of this COVID era. And this COVID era is definitely a problem. But as far as essential jobs, well, they're making changes to what is essential, what is classified as essential, and
The
we
jobs for
see it.
EMTs haven't gone anywhere, but teachers are virtual. Everybody that's going to be um, the ability to not have to be hands on, like if you're not like healthcare professional or anything like that, you're going to be working from home. They're going to These companies are going to see how much money they're saving on leases, and they're going to keep their workforce, a lot of their workforce at home if possible.
Well,
Um,
it's already been happening. That's already been happening. This is why you had a lot of automation. See, automation was already on the move. COVID just sped it up. That's what it happened. See, this COVID era just sped up automation. So this is what we're already seeing in the environment, what the environment's speaking to, how the environment is being shaped, and automation is putting people in different positions or out of work. I mean, it is what it is. If you don't have something already set up, you don't have some if you don't have some way to reestablish how you make your monies, your income, or whatever, it's going to be a bigger struggle. It's going to be a bigger struggle. I want to say peace to Tom Malone in the chat. Peace, brother. But it's going to be a bigger struggle. Automation was already in motion. COVID just sped up the process. So
that's true. That's very true.
Okay, that might
Well,
have
I
to.
was working
Oh
mobily.
no, go ahead, sis. Go.
I was saying I was working mobily starting in 2014.
Oh.
Starting in 2014, due to the fact that we had populations of people that were not leaving their environment to go to, places where they have to go to their appointments, and it was on a pilot program level. So these weren't programs that were necessarily refunded. They had put funding out to see if we could make changes. If we had mobile response programs, we would go to the home and assist the family by doing home visits, like visiting nursing programs that are very popular here in New York. But now, since COVID, I find it to be very challenging and frustrating for seniors. We have to think of that about the population of seniors, because like my parents, they needed help with paying their bills virtually because they were still going directly to stores are now closed due to COVID, and had to set up bill pay online or via the phone, where they had to use their checking account, the banking and routing number. And it was very stressful initially because due to COVID, it was like forced on everybody. And there was resistance from people who didn't want to do that, but you didn't have any choice. So I think it's very necessary for the education of these things to be spoke on. And I really appreciate you, Underrated One, for even having this discussion. I will try to continue it on my platform as well, because the reality is we do have to focus on people that don't have these virtual uh, understandings on how to maneuver and navigate, and people who don't have bank accounts, they can't pay virtually. I mean, it's just very frustrating because this whole setup that they're doing is not for very low income people. Very low income people were not paying like this. So to try to establish virtual accounts for everyone and make this virtual imprint is something that people need to assist with. People need to assist that know how to do it with the people that were never going to do it if it wasn't for COVID. I mean, there's just some things just wasn't going to happen. It just wasn't going to happen.
That's
Well,
good.
well, there was a once again, COVID caught a lot of people off guard, and it was hitting people. And once again, environment will create uh, a certain move or production. Okay, even be it positive or negative, COVID has created something, an environment, right? So with that creation, there is going to be what? Residual, casualty. Okay, so those that you're speaking to who didn't have um, accounts and stuff, they had to go out, and they wasn't necessarily tech savvy or wasn't able to create uh, set up their virtual account or whatever, uh, and they don't have anybody to help them, and that's part of the casualty. That's part of the residual of what has happened, because you see the other side of that is many people are moving their their positions to virtual based, online based type movements, and a lot of these movements are digital oriented. I mean, I've traveled across the country, and I carry cash, yes, but I can tell you a lot of the things that we use are debit cards, credit cards. This is the digital movement. Everything is the currency. I mean, think about it. They put your you know they want you. The government wants you to have direct deposit. Why do they want you to have direct deposit? Because everything is digital. This is how they're moving. They want you to have direct deposit so they can instill digital money, currency, not hard money. We think it's hard money because you can go to the ATM and pull out some cash, but for the most part, you're not using much cash like that anymore. You go put gas in your car. You what are you doing? You using your ATM card, or you using your Visa card. You see, you using digital currency to work with your monies. This is where we're moving to. If we're not already there, we're using digital currency. You see, so a
Uh-huh.
lot of people who aren't accustomed to having their card or their Visa card or whatever have you, and they're still operating on the system where they go to the bank and put the money in and do all this. Well, that eventually, it's already a move to slow that position, slow that process, if not stop that process. You see, everybody's moving towards, you when you paying stuff online, like you do your Amazon, you do your Play Store or whatever. What are you using? Are you sending them a money order, or are you using your credit card or your debit card? You're using digital currency. This is how things are moving. And if people aren't on that page, well, they're going to be subject to being residual, or the casualty of what this era has produced. So,
Okay. Yeah, let me get these announcements out the way. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. The underrated one, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Believe that. Also, welcome to the Underrated Dinner and Dessert Fellowship Live. I've been having this for a long time. So we got American 12 Vowels in the piece. We got community. Solutions in the piece, and we also got Go Professor in the piece, and we have a great conversation. I'm not gonna be here long, but like I said, the link is in the chat. On if you're anybody that wants to, they post it one more time. They paste it one more time. That's the link that you want to get on the panel. So if you want to get on the panel, feel free because I am not going to be here long and stuff like that. So and but I want to ask this question. And everything that we talked about, and this is a great conversation. Hopefully next year I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. I want to dig in a little more, and hopefully I want to have the same ones on the panel that let's talk about. I really do. I think we should follow this up again because there's a lot more that we talk about because then we not we really talking about what about the ones that are single that can't even even pay the rent or they lose their jobs and stuff. Where are the resources for that? And this is great that we suddenly talk about families. That is very, very true. And I know what 12 Vales was talking about because I'm born and raised in New York. That's how the policy goes. Wherever you homeless and stuff, that's the only place they have in the Bronx. And then after you go to the Bronx, like if you especially like if you single, they send you mostly. I know first they send you to Brooklyn. I don't know how it is right now, cause I know probably it changed a little bit, but that's how it was. If you a single person, if you a family like she said, you go to the Bronx, and then after that they issue out different the different family homeless shelters. I know they had one in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. You live in Brooklyn. If you're homeless, you see you especially if you're homeless, if you have a family or you single. Usually that's the last shelter that they sent you. That's when you know then that you get in your own place. So they send you to Greenpoint, Brooklyn. But I don't know what happened now because like I said, things has changed. I believe so. So that we definitely gotta talk about this and everything. And y'all we're gonna start the for 12 Vals, Community Solutions, and Go Professor. Go by what I'm talking about, please.
Well, for more information about this, BGS it more is a very good source of information to speak on the stats, um, how the environment uh, dictates how people are going to move. Uh, and me being that I travel and see how things move and what money. I mean, because I've been out there and I see. I've been in big cities, small towns. I've been through and I see how things are moving and how the monies are and what environment. So, like Community Solutions had to move out of LA. Well, because the environment wasn't. She was residual or a casualty of what the environment was dictating because the money wasn't there to help her live. The cost of living is so high and slow moving for, and there was no. I mean, if you're not in a job that uh, has you've gotten some type of degree that will balance you out and hasn't placed you in such debt to where you can do you will be all right. If you haven't reached that type of level, well, you become one who is subject to being residual of what is a so-called productive society. LA is a fast, and now you're going to see like a lot, being that a lot of the theaters have shut down. Um, Especially, you're going to see many changes when it comes to Hollywood. Think about it. Hollywood hasn't been really putting out major movies. Why? It's because all the theaters are closing because nobody wants to go in there and be subject to COVID, right? So a lot of these places are shutting down. That means they're putting these actors and actresses out of work, and they're going to have to find another way to, whereas a lot of, and we've already seen this before COVID, a lot of movies were being sent to straight to DVD or online. Okay, we were seeing this already. So when COVID started taking off, what did you see? A lot of the AMC theaters, all the movie theaters, closing down because they wasn't getting people to come in. You know, that building has to be paid for, right? If you don't have people coming in to pay to um, patronize the business, well, what happens? No money, right? So now that means if there's no money for the business, nobody coming in to watch the movies. That means nobody's looking at the actors and actors, but they're not getting paid either. So you'll find a lot of these actors and actresses now have to find some type of job. They have to find some other way to get their income. This is why you've seen a lot of them, the musicians, let's say, you know, they had to do these battles and do these things online. Where were they doing it at? Online. Because the monies and they changed. They still had to get income. They still have bills like everybody else. You know, we have places. Our houses, we're paying what, $1,100 a month. They may have. They got these big extravagant houses, so they're a lot of them. The matches aren't paid off. They paid on the matches. Well, how do they pay on the matches? Through who buy their albums, who go to their concerts, who patronize whatever they got in their.
Hold, Professor, hold that thought. Could somebody mute your mic? Because it's too much noise.
Can I add to that, Professor?
Yes, go ahead.
For me, I have felt like a casualty in a way when we got hit with COVID because I was using the public library for internet access. So I did not have personally a computer. I didn't have a laptop. I didn't have any kind of desktop or anything. So I was immediately affected hard because in my house, I did not have any of those things. You go out and use it through programs in the public library. So here in New York, closed the public library. Now we didn't have any access to free computers. I was immediately shut off by computer access, and I required assistance. Thankfully, my parents was able to purchase a laptop for me. The laptop wasn't enough because, of course, I needed to connect to Wi-Fi, and so I needed to identify a wireless company where I would be able to pay the bill. And I was assisted. I had to get assistance with that as well through, of course, another family member. And
I think we lost her.
Yeah, she cut.
But what she is speaking to is a lot of people, because the libraries have changed their program. You can only go to the library on certain days now. Here in Cali, here in San Diego, you can only go on certain days. And a lot of people were doing their work from the public library because they had free access to internet. Right? You just go in the library and log in with your library card number, and now you got internet. Well, now you aren't able to do it as you would like to or before, because the environment has said no, we're not letting you in like that. You see, so that shifts sources or resources to other places. You're gonna pay different monies to different places to get certain access, right? And being that everybody's moving to an online type of service, well, now you will see internet companies come up with different programs, different ideas to um, get you to fall into their services. A lot of people have internet and they watch their entertainment through internet. Right now, before COVID, there were people who had the Fire Stick, the box, and all like that. You just need the internet to get your services, right? So
Uh-huh.
now, oh, 12 Bell says she's backstage.
Okay.
Uh, now, you have services like, they provide internet. Now uh, there are more services like, uh, you had already had Netflix, you already had Hulu, and but you're finding other services that are providing certain entertainment or news or whatever that are getting in the game. They're getting in the game, and now a lot of this stuff is internet based. Why? Because a lot of the information, nobody's going to the brick and mortar place unless it's a restaurant. And you look at a lot of the restaurants now, they're not letting you sit in. You got to sit
Mm-hmm.
outside or go through the drive-through in this
Mm-hmm.
era. You see, so a lot of the services have changed. You gotta order online.
Grubhub or Uber
You
Eats.
gotta,
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta order online now. You see, so a lot of these services are internet based, and a lot of these people they use the internet at the library, like American First, and now those services have changed because of this era we in, and now either you got it at home or you can only go to a certain time to the library if you can, because they, if they when they institute that stay at home order, well, you ain't going to the library. You know what I mean? If you don't have the computer at work, or you don't have a job, and you need access, well, uh, you're gonna have to acquire some service through some company if you needed to do whatever business you need to do. And a lot of people are finding themselves in that situation, whereas
Yeah.
decisions have to be made. Just as American First had to uh, go to her parents to get a laptop, because, and that laptop didn't come with internet services. I tend to believe, you know.
Yeah.
Watcher said it's harder to access certain things in that area today compared to years ago. Yes, agreed. So
Yeah.
these are things that we're dealing with. You either going to move with the flow of what's happening now with this environment, or you're going to be subject to being residual, or that casualty of what the environment is dictating at this moment.
Yeah, that's true. Because I know in Virginia, before I get to community solutions, and then I want to ask you a question, a different
Yeah.
question. And then I know like in Virginia, it used to be open up 7 days a week. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about the libraries. Now it's open up 6 days, 5 days a week, and the hours is shorter. But I found out there's a lot of people just trying to cram in, do whatever they can. But there's a certain limit they let in a certain time and use the library. And then there are some libraries in Newport News, they close earlier than that. Some libraries they open up just 4 hours and that's it. But the library where I'm at, it's like one of the main libraries in Newport News. They cry. I went there like a few weeks ago trying to get a book. It was a lot of people was like actually was waiting to use the internet, and so
Mhm.
it's critical. So it's getting critical out here and
Well,
everything.
I want to say peace to Art New Stall TV. Peace, brother.
Oh, peace to
Look,
you.
look. Lot of books, a lot of things. Once again, a lot of these things are you getting these your books from like Amazon or these other companies and stuff like that, you're not going into the library like you used to. You're not going into the bookstores, the brick and mortar stores like you used to. You know, you can go to the grocery store and find a magazine. you know, you I mean, but if it's some books that you really want, you know, that really that you can really learn from, to get information from, you ordering those books online. you know, that's all to that. You either going to a Kindle, you know, ebooks or something like that. Everything is moved towards online, digital type of business.
Mhm.
I mean, Amazon is proving this. Amazon is proving this on a regular basis, and their setup is you order online and we'll deliver it to you. you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're not paying hard money. You know, whatever it is, it's showing you that things are online. Oh, Kindle Audible is online the books, listening
Yeah.
books. So I mean, this is how it's moving. This is how it's
Okay.
moving. Either you're gonna move this way or you're not. The library. It used to be cafes that had internet for you. Well, you can't go in those now, right?
Nope.
Starbucks had free internet, right?
Free
Now,
it. Yep.
are you going in Starbucks now? you know what I'm saying? You ain't going there to sit in. You ain't
Right.
sitting outside. Okay. I'm saying you're not getting internet like that unless you sit in your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you sit in your car and you're in range of their internet service. That's the only way you get it.
Yep.
You know, Watcher says even using a printer in libraries these days is a task in itself. Depends which place. I mean, you got to get in there to be able to use the internet or the computer to print whatever you're gonna print. I mean, this era. Uh, I question, like, it's places like FedEx and FedEx Kinkos. It's FedEx Kinkos. Well, you can go in there and get all your print work and stuff like that. I question how long they're gonna last. Because you got companies online that will. Like, I have certain stocks that I watch, and there's one stock called DocuSign. Well, DocuSign is a stock that uh, speaks to people signing documents, and once they sign, it's electronic signing. So once you sign those documents, then they send them to you electronically to where? Your email. Okay. Now you can shoot that email to whoever. So printers and all like that, that's moving towards an obsolete type of business.
Yeah.
Because they send it to you electronically. They send it to your email. And if somebody needs their information, what do? Send it to them electronically. Everything's email electronically.
That's good.
So
Okay, that's cool. Community solutions. Then after community solutions, I want to ask a question, a totally different question.
okay.
No, I just you're right about everything moving digital. I started working from home last year, but to be honest with you, I think what's going to save me is my caregiver skills, because now the elderly people are being moved back home to be
Uh,
taken care of, because they're so susceptible to the COVID, and so they can't be, and plus it's cheaper. Really, it's cheaper to be home than it is to be in these facilities. But yeah, getting matter of fact, I had signed up for some tech classes for cloud. But I urge any young person or any middle age, oh, it don't matter. Get some computer skills. Get
right.
computer skills, and you'll be indispensable in the next coming years. Start learning, start off slow, and just learn how they work, learn how to do the software, learn how to do all that, and you'll be indispensable. And also service businesses like delivery, like maybe something like delivering groceries or something like that. Not on these apps, I mean your own personal business. Something like that would be indispensable in the next coming years for a while. Because people
Well,
gonna get used to being delivered to. So
well, I struggle to take hold of the word indispensable. The environment has shown what we thought was indispensable turns out to be dispensable. So you know, I would be, you know,
in the coming years. But what I'm saying is that um it's ironic that I'm going back to what I was doing in my early 20s. It's because it's like the old world things. Like I've joined farmer groups, black farmer groups.
mhm.
Those are the things that's going to save us. If they shut everything down, but we have our own farms, you see what I'm saying? That's our food supply. It's like either it's two worlds. It's the very very most primitive old fashioned stuff we used to do like canning food, or the digital age where we're learning this new rapid technology. And I mean, I saw a robot doing surgery. So they've got the robots doing surgery now. So,
Okay.
so I mean, what I'm saying is in our lifetime and what we're going, I don't know what they're going to do with us. you but I'm just saying for the younger people what it's looking like for them. Those are employment that they'll be able to find something in for now.
Okay.
Well, I would say to you that um, we're dealing with in this time, in this time, we're dealing with Z generation Z's, in which a lot of them uh, aren't moving towards farming. They're moving towards the digital tech age. Farming takes work. If you can get the land and be able to grow and stuff like that, and have somebody who teaches you, who knows how the environment works, and who can help you through the changes of the environment in that farming. Because you got to have food, yes, but uh, the people take care of the food, right? The food, they the ones who help bring the food to our plates, right? But if you don't have people who are into that, especially in this era where you have the Generation Z, and we're in this tech age, and especially with everything going online and people wanting to live, and make as much money as possible to live well, um, we're in that situation where we have to question uh, uh, what are we, um, what are we going to do, or who's going to take over certain businesses, who's going to provide that food for us. This is
What
speaking to the environment.
Yeah, my perspective is different because I'm in the South. And
Okay.
I'm gonna be moving Midwest, East Coast. So my perspective is different than when I was in California. California is a concrete jungle, although y'all have the wineries and stuff. But I'm in the South dealing with people and I know some young farmers
Yeah.
who
Okay.
are, they're trying to prepare their families. They got families, kids, and stuff. So they're trying to prepare in the old way of what the old people were doing in the Depression and stuff. Because I think the coming years are gonna be really rough. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll defer the floor to you, Underrated. Sorry about that.
Okay, let me get this announcement out the way before I ask this question. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. We got community solutions, we got America First, and we got Go Professor. Work also my channel's Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Believe that. I do got a cash app /$ capital JT 53000. Also, I have PayPal account, paypal.me, also / also in caps in one, JT Black 53. And this question also goes for in the chat too. Say one for yes and two for no. All right. Now, I've been doing this segment for a long time. I'm talking about the underrated dinner and fellowship lie. I done that for a long time. I stopped because it was like certain things that has happened. I had to stop for a while, so I want to know that do y'all want this to come back? I'm not gonna do it every Sunday, but do y'all want this to come back? Do you like it? First thing, I'm gonna start community solutions.
Oh, you're asking me if you want to do this panel on
Yep.
Sundays?
Now, tell me, do you want me to bring this back? The fellowship live, the dinner and
Sure,
dessert fellowship. Okay.
sure. It's good. I
Oh,
think it's good dialogue.
okay. The only way I'm gonna bring it back if people shows up. People ain't showing up. I'm not bringing it back. Okay. Go, professor.
Yeah, I appreciate the dialogue, and it's a learn. And if I'm incorrect about something, we can always research it, build, and make the proper corrections. And I also want to say to Watcher, he said drought, which here in Cali, there has been water issues. So yes, that is a subject, you know, and we're known for a lot of land out here that has you know um, um,
It's dry.
farms.
The
You
weather,
know,
the weather.
yeah,
California's a desert.
yeah, especially here in Dago, water issues have been very, I mean, a major issue here. So yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to speak to that. Yes, sir. Underrated darkness. Yes, sir. This is definitely lessons at hand. Yes, sir.
Okay. American first. Then I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Okay. American first. You. Do you
Yes,
what be?
I think you should definitely do it again. I don't think it has to be 3 hours, but we could definitely do it again. You
No,
see,
no, no, no,
you've
no,
been
no, no,
on.
no, 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 no. Let me explain something here. Let me explain before you continue this, because I know it is. When I used to do it, right? Now I want people to understand. In the chat, I want you to press one for yes. Just let me know, But anyway, because I have to make this decision anyway, because it's going to be on a trial basis anyway. I'm not going. I used to do it every Sunday, but I'm not going to do it every Sunday. But I'm saying this that sometimes we do have serious dialogue like this, but also we have fun. But I'm just letting you know right now, it's everything. It's not gonna be serious all the time. Sometimes I want to have fun. If I feel that it's not having fun, I will shut it off. I cannot be serious about. But I know issues like that. I know issues that we have to attack. That we have to talk about it. Yeah, we definitely. But I know it's going to be intense. I want people to understand this. It's going to be intense. It's going to be people going to be disagree. But what I'm saying is, on this channel, let's find a way to get along. Let's find a way to see each other points, and then let's get along. That's all I'm asking. If you cannot do that, I'm going to ask you to leave. When I want to have fun, I want to have fun. I don't want no dry people. I don't want, because I like that. I want to have fun. And then then at the time, no, sometimes that time to get serious, time to get serious. But I want it to be a balance. I want to be a balance is very important. So if you feel that if I want to have fun, if you feel that's not happening, so it'd be best for you to be in the chat or not come at all until next time. So um, so it's a go, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right.
What else?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm just letting you know right now. I'm gonna rely on you. I'm not saying y'all can show up every time, but I'm gonna rely on y'all. Tell people about it, pass out the information, and even the other stuff I do. Okay, you gonna support so because I'm gonna do this now. I know I'm gonna do this in trial basis. I'm not gonna put all the way out there. I gotta see to maybe up to the maybe like February or March. If it's a go, maybe I could do it every Sunday, but it's going to be on a trial basis. I want people to understand that. I was going to be on a trial basis. So that's how it's going to be. And Let me see. Look in the chat, and I expect y'all to. I expect y'all in the chat to support too. You all right? I expect y'all support too. Okay. Um, I think we're gonna end this because I gotta I'm getting a little hungry again and I want to make me another plate and everything. Okay. So go professor, you can make your last remarks, please stay till I make my last.
Hey, I want to say support and subscribe to Underrated Darkness. Thank you for having me on this panel. I appreciate the conversation and are working towards understanding what is happening to us and how we can work towards um, living in this environment to the best of our ability. So once again, I appreciate the conversation. I thank you, Community Solutions, for uh, having dialogue as well as American First. I appreciate your presence. And once again, support and subscribe to Underrated Darkness. I'm Gold Professor, and I appreciate y'all for sure, for sure.
Okay, stay right there. Thank you very much. Community solutions, please. Last remarks, and that stay.
Okay, I
Oh, real
enjoyed
quick,
everybody on the panel. And oh, what did you say, go professor?
I was going to say real quick, and I appreciate the people in the chat, Tom Malone, support and subscribe to Tom Malone, and whoever else. I appreciate you guys being there. Okay, go ahead.
You can go get some good community solutions. Community solutions. Well, when she come, let me. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say my last remarks here. I will start an MMA platform on my channel. So far, I know the first Sunday of January. I want you to watch out for that. After the year, I don't know what time it is, but we gotta talk about. I gotta talk about it with his other brother. So I want you to watch out. Hold on. Let me see.
Community Solutions drop,
Oh,
so
she
she might
said
have.
storm. She said storm coming. Okay, she said
Okay.
storm coming. Okay, I get you. Okay, America first. 12 Vales, please. Last remarks.
I just want to thank you so much for having me on the panel today. I consider this, a good sized channel, being that you're monetized, and I just think it's so awesome when someone I subscribe to it gives me such a warm welcome. I really appreciate that. I'm still considered, very small channel. I haven't reached 1,000 subscribers or anything
Well, no,
yet,
no, but
but
I'm small. I'm small too. But I ain't all that big.
you're monetized. You're where I want
So
to
still
go. You
small.
you're where I want to
No,
be.
I
You know what
no,
I'm
no. To
saying?
tell the truth, yeah, to tell the truth, I'm not really all the way monetized because they keep on mess with me. I gotta find a way to be all the way monetized. But I hear what you're saying. But you are definitely
Yes.
welcome, and y'all, I'm gonna reach out to you in a few minutes, so watch out for that and everything. But I would say this. So my last one, I would say this. This been great. At first I wasn't gonna do this. I wasn't. Matter of fact, I was gonna do a mukbang. This was going to be a 10th mukbang. But I thought about it and everything. I said, hey, well, let me bring this back. The underrated dinner and dessert fellowship live. Let me show the people what I used to do, and get back to sit at the table and talk about solutions and find solutions about it and get it together. Let's laugh and stuff like that. Let me get. I'm saying, let me get back. Let me show people that I am diverse. I am diverse already, but I got my hands in many things. So this is one of my hands I created, and so I want people to sit back, to understand here that we can eat together, we can fellowship together, we can love together, and we can be as a family. So now also part of this too, I want y'all to keep in contact with each other too. Like Go Professor, he could tell you he keeps in contact with me. We keep in contact with each other. This is what we have to get into. We have to. You know what I mean? It's good to have an email. We email each other for first. You know what I'm saying? Get to know each other. But at least call and check on each other. That's what it's all about. And that's what this basically my channel is about. But especially I'm talking about of this platform that I created. Let's work as a family. Let's keep in contact with each other. And you know that's what it's all about. And and also Measy me. Oh, you got here late, bro. You got here late, bro. And thanks to you, Tom Malone. I appreciate great combo as always. This gonna be more to come, like Tom Malone. Like I said, this gonna be on the tropics. Tom Malone was he was one of the few was there when I first started it like 3 years ago. So he knows he talking about. So and he be on the panel at times too. So hope to see you on the panel too. But I'm saying 12 L, don't let it be the last time. Okay, please, you know.
Okay, I won't let it be the last time.
But anyway, I'll reach out to you in a few minutes. But thank y'all so much. I very much appreciate it. Go Professor, I'm gonna reach out to you too. I'm gonna get to you too and everything. And I want you to go support Go Professor. Please support Go Professor. He's one of the few brothers that I know that advocate for black men, advocate for families, yes, but he do advocate for black men. He advocate for the health, the spiritual being, um, the emotional being, especially the cultural being. So it's very important. We got to hold on. We got to support that. We have to support that. So please, I want you to do whatever in the chat. Go Professor, the sub to him. Go to community solutions support. Go for her, and also 12 S goes sub to her. And behalf of my channel, let me stop. The Underrated Darkness. Thank y'all so much. For, oh yeah, thanks Basement Boxing Talk and briefly Clarence to get on the panel. I don't know what happened to you, brother, but I want to thank y'all also that got on the panel and stuff like that. And Jacquel Thomas. He was with me for the first 40 minutes. He got some food. He said he gonna come back. So that means he ate some food and then he got the food stuck on his stomach and he went to sleep. But shout out, he also from Louisiana too. But I want to thank all y'all and everybody in the chat. Thank y'all so much. Y'all made this successful. And and
Hey,
yes.
I want to say I appreciate you, 12 L's, for coming to my channel. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's just all about, man. All about being a family. You know what I'm saying? Let's stick up be a family again, man. Any nonsense or people passing, we don't have to pay. Let's be a family. Let's stick together. Let's find out each other. You know, we got to do that because that's the only way. Like that last one I put. We all we got. We all we got. Until next time. Have a good night. Peace to you and your family.
Yeah.
And this one is Ghost.